Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a miner. But made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash Nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather, be weather, be tripping, starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. Hold down here. As usual. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games, whole world clueless. Selling they soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a slice, extra mozzarella. Crew fly, let God prepare. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd Without Fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome to 263rd episode, a very giggly episode of the Blerd Cave. I'm sorry, I normally would be more professional this. Anyway, yes, episode 263 of the Blerd Cave, the #1 comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse that you can also find on Spotify. You can find us on Apple, Amazon. You can find us on Google, Timbuktu, anywhere a good podcast may be found. Make sure if you do so, leave a rating. Helps us find more listeners like yourself. Wonder why we're giggling? It was just because
you green as hell. That's why we were
Carter had informed me Hi-Fi Rush was on sale. How much was it? $7?
Yeah, $7.
Yeah.
Where we normally get our gaming devices and utensils and things like that.
Yeah. And my response was just simply, well, of course it is. They've been shut down. And not realizing how insensitive that was. It was just because, for those who don't know, the developers of Hi-Fi Rush were technically overseen by Microsoft, and they're one of the many studios Microsoft let go. I laugh about it because if I didn't laugh about it, I'd probably cry about it. But anyway,
y'all know how those people will say some shit on like it totally comes off as like, well, duh, nigga. That's how it came off.
I'm sorry. Well, this is why I always
totally how it came off.
This is why I tell people sometimes my first thought is not always the one I should lead with. Like I fully understand why my daughter is the way she is. And I am largely to blame for it. So she is going to be a problem for somebody somewhere down the road. I don't know who, but whoever it is, they're going to have a problem. That said,
God. You two make me so jealous that I am not privy to know about the pre-cave conversation. If you think that pre-cave conversation sounded interesting, your ass should have been around for that Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman one.
Ooh.
That was fucking hilarious. I am still mad to this day that neither Ernie nor I recorded that conversation.
I wish we did. I wish we did. It was one of those like, and I want to make it clear. It's not to say that Donnie was being like any different. Like Donnie and Ryan weren't being any different before the stream, as opposed to during the stream. It was just what we were talking about, just shooting the shit before I actually went live.
Yeah,
it was
oh man,
it was hilarious.
I'm telling you, that's literally it was gonna be, it's gonna be top 3, but it's not second or third place in my favorite Blerd Cave. Just
no.
That one was the cherry on top just because of the pre-cave conversation. That was hilarious.
Oh no, 100%. But
just to get flamed by one of my faves. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
And here's the thing. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all how much of an ain't shit motherfucker I am. Me and Carter 100% agree about which show is better between Buffy and Angel. But do y'all know that when that motherfucker was getting his shit cooked by Donnie for liking Angel more than Buffy, do you know I just sat there and was just like,
no, take it back. Take it back. That's a lie. That's a lie. You didn't sit there like that. You and Ryan both were cracking the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, we were laughing.
You and Ryan Stegman both were cracking the fuck up.
Look, I'm pretty sure Ryan agreed with you as well, but he just kept mouth shut. He was like,
that shit was so funny, dude.
Well, no, because like when he said it, I was like, I was gonna chime in, but then he started like, Donnie started clowning Angel, and I was like, let me keep my mouth shut. Let me keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna just let him. I'm gonna let him do his. Yeah, right. Look, this fool, like Angel. Meanwhile, me sitting over here, binge watch Angel more times than I have ever binge watched Buffy.
Yeah.
Oh, came down to the aisle came down the aisle to the Angel theme.
No, you didn't.
Dude, I'm sorry. Angel had the better theme music. Let's also just can we be honest about that? Anyway, Angel's better. Angel's better.
I cannot tell you how much I would disown you if your ass came down the aisle to that Angel thing.
Hey, you know the sad part is they had when the music really kick in and he kicked the door in. We had a door just like it. But it was like a double set of doors. I almost did it. I was like, ooh, but we're gonna have to pay for that. But anyway, yeah, I don't like okay, first off, we don't talk about season 4 of Angel, okay? We don't talk about that season. Stop.
No, we did not.
We don't talk about Connor. Leave him out of this. There is no such thing. There's no such thing as Connor. I do not know who you speak of. I do not know anything about Cordelia turning evil. I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. Stop being a liar. It's not true. Okay.
One thing that you know about, I don't know what the fuck a Connor is, but I know what a Jay Keno is because he just became a Blerd Club Silver member for 48 months.
God damn. Jesus.
He said he
Christ.
had to work, but he will catch up in a bit. And you can always catch up on Spotify because I'll upload that, and then Ernie uploads Nerds Culture on there as well.
Which I got to do after we get done with this. That's actually what I got to do.
Yeah.
I have it ready. I just haven't posted it yet.
Somebody else that we know is real is Gokhan Shree's baby's father. Hopefully. He just gave us a Little Caesars hot and ready, saying this is a fever dream, but I hope we get a flashback for Isaiah versus Bucky in the movie. I need to see that arm get ripped off and him beating Bucky with it. We will talk about that in a little bit. Thank you for that 5. Ed Boy in the cut, who I'm hoping is not watching us while he's in some guts, gave us another 5. It's saying Blerd saw Carter getting hands laid on him and politely stepped to the side, which is why bald-headed deviants like him are not to be trusted. That's why he was laughing when he came in here. That's why he was laughing. But
that actually
we got a lot. We got a lot to discuss today. We're of course going to be talking about, since Gokhan Shree's baby's father brought it up in the first damn place, we're going to be talking about Captain America Brave New World. We are going to be talking about some Boom Studio fusion dancing going on with some other companies. And we're going to be talking about a little bit of we getting country, okay?
Yeah.
We getting a little bit country, getting a little bit southern. We're going to be talking about some greens. More specifically, Sanford Green. We're going to be talking about Sanford Green today. But
I like it.
With all of that being said, Ernie.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. You know, I'm all right. I'm all right. You know, I tell you what, so you know how I think, was it last week? Yeah, it had to be last week. Last week I talked about yeah, man, we're gonna probably go back into the, I'm gonna say way back machine, but the far enough back machine. And we're probably gonna do a little Highlander Search for Vengeance viewing party in the Discord. I think we're gonna do that this weekend. weekend. I'm gonna, well, wait, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday. Well, let me do a little more inquiring into how much of my weekend has already been planned for me. And you know, anyone who's married, you know what I'm talking about. And then I'll reveal more details as those become available. I don't know about barbecuing, because technically we've already kind of made food for the weekend already. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, man, I kind of, okay. So, all right, I gotta tell you this, Carter. I gotta tell you this. I don't know, because I know it's been a while. I don't know if you ever used to, did you ever used to catch Redbirds games when you were here?
I can count on one hand.
Okay.
But yeah.
I don't know if they had this when you were here. But there was this thing they had that you could pick up at the Redbird Stadium.
Yeah.
And it was called the Memphis Dog.
Yeah.
Them shits are delicious.
Yeah, they had the Biffers, dog.
Them shits are delicious. So basically, if you don't know what that is, it's a hot dog, all beef hot dog, or they tell you it's all beef hot dog. I mean, I assume it is. But it's a all beef hot dog. It's got you get like your chives and your onions. You get some barbecue sauce drizzled over the top of it. Sometimes they add jalapenos. It was really weird. The last time we went to the to go see the 901 FC soccer game, they had whoever was back there was putting jalapenos on all of them, which was just wild because technically they're not supposed to come with jalapenos. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, they're delicious. They're fantastic. I highly recommend them. I tell you what. I see something in here. I want to address this real quick. Road Inc. Art TV says I will pay.
No.
What was it?
Go to the one he said prior to that one.
Oh, thank you. Stop suppressing diverse / ethnic comic and manga and really? You clearly don't know me. Now. So here,
that you read that one.
See,
go to the one you just not to read.
So now, so I tell you what, just for you, I will charge. You talked yourself out of a free review.
Big dog. Hold on, I'm gonna send you this because I don't want you to pull this up live,
okay?
Because no one needs to see that.
Okay,
look at that.
Oh, wait here. Oh, got you.
Wait. He cleaned it up. I respect it. He cleaned it up. He said, not you personally, bro. He cleaned it up.
I was about to say, because I was like, damn, that's kind of wild. That is okay. So
that was the literal car accident. You go to pull off real quick to do the dash,
right?
You realize you are stuck in traffic. So then you found your insurance card.
He's like, oh man, I guess I did. Oh, fuck, I gotta handle. Oh man, my license is suspended. Oh shit. Dude, which it's crazy. It's crazy you bring that up. That literally happened to my mother like a few months ago. Some young thing rear-ended my mom, and like once she realized my mom was okay and that Cersei was okay, she was just like, bye. He's like, she basically in her little cat suit with her long ass blonde wig.
That boy Road Inc. found that insurance card quick.
I
respect it. I respect it.
And here's the thing, I will say, because this actually came up during a for those, because a lot of y'all talked to me about it. And I think the Black Comic Lords actually came in the stream one day and asked me about it, and I just recently did this week, just a few days ago, as a matter of fact. I was on the Black Comic Lords live stream, which, by the way, a couple of quick housekeeping things, and then I'll address I'll address everything. Yes, for one, go check that out. Not right now. Wait till the stream's over, then you can go watch it. So I think this was Wednesday night, I believe. Yeah, it was Wednesday night. I was on with them, and we chopped it up for a good while. It actually kind of felt like a little Blerd Cave, little not even a mini Blerd Cave. It felt like a whole Blerd Cave, just somewhere else. And it was fun. It was great. I had a great time with everybody. It was a trip. I highly recommend go check it out. It was fun. It was good times. Won't be the last time. Won't be the last time. And what else was there? More housekeeping. More housekeeping. So here, I'm gonna put this here because we actually already got one from one homie in the one homie out here. We're gonna put this out here because we do this all the time. We always like to put this out just because it helps us. It helps support the channel a little bit, more than usual, because you're not giving half your money to Jeff Bezos or like a third of your money to YouTube itself. We're gonna put that link in there for the Streamlabs. If you donate that way, you guarantee that literally almost 100% of what you give to us goes directly to us. That said, that was a topic that came up during that Black Comic Lords live stream, was how I have received criticism in the past, and even more recently, not from not from Rodink, but just like for people in general, that I don't support Black comics enough. And I tell people all the time, it's not that I don't. I promise you I do. Here's the thing. My X-Men videos are so popular, and when I say this, it's because whenever I post an X-Men, I can post an X-Men video, and I guarantee you I'm going to get at the very least 7,000 to 10,000 views on that video, depending on what it is. Maybe a little less if it's something that's not like as popular. But generally speaking, I can usually expect anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 views, bare minimum. If I post a video about literally anything else, it will okay, case in point. I did a video about one of my favorite comics, Philadelphia, and it did not do well. I did a video about one of my favorite comics, Local Man, did not do very well. I have 3 videos sitting in literally, I have them loaded in the chamber. Videos for Do a Powerbomb, Sirens of the City, and Something's Killing the Children, and I guarantee you they're probably not going to do particularly well. The truth is that it's because when I do videos about stuff like this, people don't watch them. It's just a fact. It's a fact of life. It's a fact of life, and I accept it. I accept it, but I don't let that deter me from talking about or propping up Black creators. That said, I do have one price. There's one price that I will charge. One price, and it's a very high price that I charge for covering someone's book. And that's anyone's book. And I'm not just talking about Black creators. I'm talking about people in general. I have to like it. I have to like it. That is my, because I'm not going to cover somebody's book that I don't like because I don't want to be ugly. Case in point, it's the reason I did a video on the Ultimates. You might think I hate the Ultimates. I actually enjoy it. I just clown it so much because, well, for one, it's easy, but also for two, because I care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't even have made a video about it. If it was one of those things where it's oh, this team is super white and the book isn't good, I wouldn't have made a video about it. I might have made one video just pointing it out, but I wouldn't do a video on a second issue or keep my eyes peeled to see if anything changes and then make a video to let something has changed. I wouldn't do that. And that's just me being that's 100% transparency. Someone literally on Twitter asked me the other day if I would promote something that they did. Yeah. And I told them, if I like it, I'll promote it. If I don't, I'm not. And I'm gonna be brutally honest, because they said they wanted brutal honesty. I gave them my brutal honesty. I'm not even gonna say who it was or what was going on, but I gave them my brutal honesty. They totally took it in stride, and we are still okay after the fact. Or as far as I'm aware, we're still okay after the fact. They expressed gratitude that I was honest and told me that I was the first person who had been honest with them about their stuff. So yeah, that's the thing. If I'm going to give you my brutal honesty, I'm going to do it behind closed doors, and I'm not going to put you on blast unless you come at me the wrong way. But all that has nothing to do with nothing. Point of the matter is, if I like what you do, and this is not just directed at Road Inc., but anyone else, if I like what you do, here's the thing. Worst thing you can do is send me what you want me to see. If I see it and I like it, cool. If I don't like it, I will let you know, and we'll go from there. Somebody literally reached out to me the other day asking me to review their comic, and I said, send it to me. And I was like, oh, hey, cool. Some of y'all who are familiar with Morewa, the interview that I did with Morewa and Dotun about the Aquagun series. They didn't ask me for an interview. They just sent me the book and was like, hey, let us know what you think. So, yeah. Do a lot of people come at you the wrong way? You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. You would be surprised. There's a lot of people who fuck up. There are, like, it's like I told the Black Comic Lords. There are some people out there who are on that kindergarten bullshit, that kindergarten playground bullshit, you know, like where the little boy likes the girl or the girl likes the little boy. And instead of being nice to that person to get their affection, they are mean to them and bully them to get their attention and affection. Some people do that to me. Like, they think that bullying me or being dismissive or mean to me is going to make me go, oh, yeah, no, totally. I'll totally bring you on my platform. No, I'm the type of person, if you're mean to me, I don't want you on my platform. Like, because you're not going to sit here and talk shit to me on my shit. You know, we ain't doing that. That's wild disrespectful. I believe you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, even though I think that statement has been proven to be very untrue, but still, point of the matter is, I still believe it. Yeah, and like I said, Birdner, right here, said, book is super white, but I've been enjoying it. See? Same. I literally said in my video. That's why we only got the One Gods video. Just saying. But Mojo88 says, because of you that I read Philadelphia and Local Man and other books that you brought to light. See, that's what and see, okay. So, see, you see this part right here? That's why I still do it anyway. Even though the videos don't get as many views, I still do it anyway because I would rather at least somebody see the video. I would rather 10 people see the video and go, hey, I like this book. I'm going to check it out. That would be, to me, that is more beneficial to the hobby that I love, even though technically it doesn't benefit me from a monetary standpoint, but it would be more beneficial to the medium as a whole if at the very least 10 people see the video, click it, watch it, and say, oh, hey, this actually is pretty cool. Let me go check this out. Then 1,000 people watch the video and nobody go check out the thing that I recommended. So there you go.
Seeing Philadelphia just makes me sad.
What happened?
Because fucking he was here yesterday or Thursday.
Oh, you're talking about Rodney Barnes, yeah.
Yeah, Rodney Barnes was here. He was doing autograph signings for all of his books pretty much at a comic shop that was like,
oh damn.
I was at work, so I couldn't get out of it. So, but that would have been a drive, and then we could have just, hit him on the shoulder real quick, told him about the book.
Well, and hey, real quick, I just want to say, I didn't take it personally, Rodink. I didn't take it personally. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you want me to, this is what I'll tell anybody. Now, I don't mean flood my damn emails with shit, but if you are a person who has a comic related thing, a comic or comic related things you want me to promote, here's what I will say do. Go to the About Me section of my page here on YouTube, click on the contact me button. It will actually send the email to my email and send me whatever it is you got. I'll check it out. The worst I will say is that I don't like it. That's the worst I'll say. That's the worst. I won't be mean about it. The best I'll say is I enjoy it. And if I enjoy it a lot, I will probably say, hey, do you want to come on and have an interview? I actually have some interviews I haven't even released yet. I have one for a young black animator, a woman who is really good at her craft, and I haven't put the video out yet. Actually, I'm sitting on it right now. I literally just have to add some stuff to it. But I tell people all the time, I like supporting our people. Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not against it by any stretch of the imagination. But yes, please, if you have something you want me to check out, send it to me. I will say, don't abuse the only caveat I will put is I don't want anyone to abuse my email. Oh, well, yeah, probably.
Just got 30 in the inbox right then.
Oh, my God. Yeah, probably. Probably. I'm sorry. It's all good though. That said, yes, we are going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about some Captain America. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about our country's greatest superhero, Captain. I mean, I'm joking. Y'all know I'm joking. He's not the greatest superhero in America. Not by. I mean, to be fair, he's the greatest superhero of Puerto Rico because he is whole ass wearing the Puerto Rican flag on his chest.
If Steve Rogers is America's ass,
he is.
Sam Wilson is America's eagle.
Ooh, yeah, he really is. You know what? I like it. I like that. You know. Yeah, that's nice little segue in there. I like that. Oh, real quick before we actually, I'm gonna fuck up the segue though. Real quick before we actually move forward, we do in fact have a couple of things or just one thing I want to address. We do have LP3 hooked us up.
Yeah.
Here, let me jump over to. Oop, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Jump over this side. LP3 with a 10 says, but Scott Summers, the most lifted combat leader I've ever known, and I was an Avenger. The quote comes from Beast. It was actually from this week's X-Men #1. Says, this is the year of respect on Cyclops' name. Happy Saturday, Cave. I thought that part was actually pretty cool. That part was pretty cool. Because you know what? I appreciate the fact that I will say Jed McKay, and I'm gonna tell you how hilarious this is. Jed McKay's type motherfucker. He made sure he put a qualifier on it. He said combat leader, which to be fair, I don't disagree with. At all. Like when people talk about the greatest leaders, I think every leader has a specific thing that they're good at doing. Like I think Captain America is the best inspirational leader. Like, I think Captain America, like, he'll say some shit, have you out here like, oh, yeah, man, we could do this. Yeah, we could do this. Scott Summers will have you out here, like, straight up murking folks. And he got magic with him. If magic is with him, it's over. It's over. Like, that magic is his ride or die muty. 100%. That said, oh, man, Carter. Man, we got Captain America, Brave New World. It is, first off, I want to point out something that I didn't notice it the first time I watched the trailer. But you know what I love about this?
What's that?
This shit coming out in February.
Yeah.
Black History Month. It's going down, baby.
It made me mad until that part clicked.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I gotta wait till February. Wait. February,
Black History,
bro, and I just started laughing.
That motherfucker said, "Ooh."
Let me ask you this about this trailer.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
When did you see it?
Okay, so I saw it first thing in the morning when I woke up yesterday.
Were you expecting it?
No.
Okay.
I was not.
I was going to ask you what you were doing, and then it just came out of nowhere because I was at work.
Okay.
And I'm just dicking around on YouTube at like 6 in the morning. And I'm on YouTube. I'm going to put on a lo-fi channel just to vibe while I'm getting situated to start my day. And then on the Marvel Espanol YouTube channel, for whatever reason, when I clicked on the YouTube, I see Sam Wilson and I see Captain America Brave New World in Spanish. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this one of them bullshit fake Marvel channels? And then I clicked it. And then I saw Clear and Present Danger himself. I saw Mr. Air Force One. It was like, wait, is this real?
Is this an AI
another movie? And then that's when I had to start research. I saw that shot and I said, wait, what? When my mouse highlighted the thumbnail, I see this shot specifically. It's kind of funny you showed that shot, but I saw that shot. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I clicked it and I couldn't tell that it was fake. So then I just started like YouTubing or just YouTubing Captain America. And then everybody posting this goddamn trailer. I said, oh my God, full stop. And then I proceeded to watch it like 8 times.
I mean, no, I've watched this. I'll be honest with you. I've watched it several times. Well, I think one or two of those is thanks to you because of a conversation we had yesterday.
Yeah.
But no, so full disclosure, when I first saw the trailer, like, and I mean, watch the trailer. I mean, saw the thumbnail for the trailer. I was worried it was another one of those AI generated trailers. I don't know if you've seen. I'm sure you've seen some.
I've seen plenty of them.
Yeah, like because there was one Robo showed me that was just so hilarious because it was just like we were laughing at how bad it was, like how like egregiously ratchet it was, but it was supposed to be like an Iron Man 4 trailer, and it was supposed to be about the little girl becoming Iron Man, and like all the stuff they did, like, oh my God, the CG was so bad. Like, it was laughably bad.
Yeah.
I know Elite X1 knows the trailer I'm talking about specifically. But yeah, no, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, let's go. I was like, we're good. This is real. This is a real trailer. And first of all, I want to point out 4 hours. In 4 hours, that trailer had over 4 million views. That shit is scary to me. Like, that's how cold that trailer was. But to get us to it, yes, the Captain America Brave New World.
Damn it.
Look, we remember you, goddammit. We remember you.
Bruh.
He's like, no. He's like, you will remember my name. He's like, I didn't die for nothing. But no, Captain America, Brave New World looks fantastic. We get, okay, here's the thing that I love about this trailer is, for one, we get to see, you know how people were like raising a lot of hell about how there was a new suit, like, oh, he's just wearing like another version of the Steve Rogers suit. They got rid of the white suit, didn't last long. But here's the thing, we see the white suit in the trailer too. Like, he's actually got both suits in the trailer. Like, it's just another suit.
I like how that's his move now. Is that fucking well, you know, that's how you know it's real, when he does that move, bro.
Well, what I love about it is everybody has their one thing. Like, Black Widow has the, all right, I'm gonna piece you up a few times, climb up, hit you with the Hurricane Rana, and pull it down into an arm bar. You know, was it Captain America? He always gonna hit you with the big boot. He do the big boot in every movie, just about. And no, obviously the shield toss, but I mean, like, you ain't eating solid food ever again, or you just dead. You know, and it's just one of those things. Everybody, like, Thor's gonna do the little spin the hammer around. He's just gonna like roll around. Everybody's got to think. This is Sam's. Move.
That's Sam's command normal, is what that is. Right there. That's his command normal. That is his forward heavy kick. Right. That is what that is for Sam Wilson. Bro.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. We're not gonna. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to get you in trouble. But I just want to say, just based on some things you told me yesterday, if they made a fighting, like, there was a Marvel fighting game. If this was not his if this was not his forward, I would be like, bruh, y'all done fucked up. Y'all done fucked up. But no, this looks great. It looks great. And you know what it feels like? It feels just, and once again, it's only the trailer. We haven't watched anything. I don't want anyone to think that, like, we're meat glazing the trailer up. Here's the thing. I really liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus. And I feel like this movie, just on the trailer, looks like a promise of giving us Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but instead of being Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's gonna be Captain America and the Falcon. That's what it feels like. This was a Disney Plus show. It would be called Captain America and the Falcon. That's what it'd be called. You're probably wondering why I'm saying that, and it's because, well, as you can see here in the shot, it's a little dark here, but I'll pull this up. Danny Ramirez, who debuted in Falcon and the Winter Soldier as Joaquin Torres. Obviously, this is him right here again. And this isn't really a spoiler because it's in the damn trailer, but we get to see a taste. We get to see what appears to be two Falcons. Captain America.
Many people didn't catch that. I caught that the first time I saw it.
Oh yeah. Well, because you know what it was? It's because it's so quick. Because there's a point where you see Sam fly, and it looks like you see somebody fly past him, or or maybe the shot changes, and then you see two people flying at the end, and it's like, whoa, wait, whoa, what's going on here? Also, and if you look closely, you can even see the green tint on the wings, as opposed to what Sam has, which I thought was really cool because kind of a callback. To his costume. I'm actually, it's something you said yesterday when you and I were just kind of talking about it off to the side. I didn't know, I wasn't sure how they were going to do it. For those who are unfamiliar, I guess, Carter, do you want to put folks on game right quick?
No, because it sounded like you were going to say that you agree with me, and we very rarely hear that. So no, I want you to fucking say it. I want you to say it.
He's like, no. He's like, no. He's like, go ahead. Go right ahead.
I just like that they didn't keep it in the Nick Spencer realm of things, because that's where I remember seeing that.
Well, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, okay, for those who are unfamiliar, Joaquin Torres, under normal circumstances, his wings are not like it's not a special suit. It's not a it's not like a what's the best? It's not a like technological enhancement or whatever. It's a scientific one. His wings are organic. They're literally attached to his arms. His hands and feet are more like a bird's. He's got he's got weird, like bulgy bird eyes, all that sort of thing. And I like the character. It took me a while to get.
Oh God,
what's that?
About them eyes looking like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. Ugh,
yeah, look like a motherfucker about to spit on somebody so you can eat them. But yeah, I like the character. I really like the character. It like I said, I kind of alluded earlier that it kind of took me a while to get used to him as a character, just because he was so I remember when Stam first became well, technically not the first time. It was technically the second time that he was Captain America. A lot of people don't pick up on that. But a lot of people forget that he was Captain America like way back, but it was like for 2 seconds. But yeah, when I first started seeing this cat, and I was like, oh, okay. All right. This is different. I was like, when did you know what it was? Because I think it was at a time where I was like, damn, they all ready to put Sam back in the suit, and they'd have made him light skinned. Weird.
And there was a lot of craziness in that run anyway, because you had this,
but then
you also, you had that going on, and then you had Sam, who was for a nice little chunk of that story was fucking Wolf Man and shit. I'm happy it looks like they're keeping it more grounded.
Yes.
And I like that this is going to be the same vibes of this is going to be the Winter Soldier for Sam Cap.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, and I think that's what it needs. Also, I want to point something, because it's something that I really liked about the trailer. There's a part in the trailer, which, by the way, we talked about Harrison Ford already. He's replacing William Hurt, who passed away. Was it last year? I think it was last year, I believe, or maybe the year before. But Harrison Ford's replacing him as Thunderbolt Ross. There's a cute little tongue-in-cheek nod to the fact that it's a different actor. Sam Wilson be like, "Oh, I almost didn't recognize you," or whatever, and pointing out the fact he's not rocking the mustache. And why? Harrison Ford said, "Y'all ain't putting no goddamn rug on my lip, y'all." He said, "Y'all gonna have me out here looking like Henry Cavill in Justice League."
Oh God!
But no. What I love about there's a part where he says, "Hey, you're not Steve Rogers." And I actually liked how I liked the response. Actually, there were some people I saw criticize the response, saying, "Oh, he should have said more." I was like, "Nah, he said everything he needs to." That motherfucker said, "Yeah,
One of the top comments was, "You're right, I'm not." And then it was cold line, like it was just a freeze emo. I was like, cold, I'm not him. So
it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I also just I feel bad because I kind of skipped over something here, but yes, kind of. But going. Well, I want to ride this just a little bit longer, but just the fact that you see this guy say, yeah, no, I'm not, and then you see this shot right here, motherfucker, wings just pop out. He just, bruh, come on, this dude is the truth. Like that's the guy. That's why he is the symbol of truth. Like Steve Rogers, he was Sentinel of Liberty, but Sam is a symbol of truth, and I love that about him. He said that line, the way that line, like, I don't know, maybe in the movie there is more to the line, but like, honestly, if I was, I'm once again, I'm not the director, but if I was the director who had final cut, that motherfucker would not say shit else after that.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
Sam Wilson needs a glow up / power up / redemption arc, a la Bucky the Winter Soldier or Angel to Archangel. He is stuck in the sidekick C tier. He needs growth. What the fuck do you think Falcon and the Winter Soldier was?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Okay, so I don't think he needs.
Punch this goddamn camera, Ernie. I swear to God, I did. I came very close to punching my goddamn camera.
Well,
what are we talking about?
That was one of my favorite parts of Falcon and Winter Soldier too, was the fact that like they showed him like they did the training montage where he was practicing like they literally showed this guy like this is, and I think this is why Sam is so good, is that even in the comics, yeah, he's not a super soldier. Yet he can go toe to toe with the super soldier because he has pushed his, like, that's my thing. Like when a motherfucker can will himself to become strong enough to be able to hang with the big dogs, like it's one of those situations where, yeah, it's easy to look at at Sam Wilson as Falcon and be like, oh yeah, he's just a Krillin to Captain America's Goku. But the thing is, it's way different than that. I feel like he is just strong. It's more like he is the Piccolo to the Goku in this situation.
I like that he's the regular man of it, because it's also showing that you can be this great symbol without the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
That not taking anything away from what the Steve Rogers character was, but I liked when Sam took up the mantle because that showed you I could be it's the shit that everybody says. I could be Captain America, I could be Captain America, things like that. So that's why I thought that was dope. And so many fucking people. There was an old head that I showed the trailer to Friday. And he was talking about how he was like, man, it's supposed to be Steve Rogers and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I was bringing up comic stuff with him. And it's just like, dog.
Oh,
because he brought up Bucky. He was like, it should have went to Bucky. Let me put you all on game. And a lot of people, they hate when you bring up this fact. I was listening to a podcast recently and they were like, do you wish that stuff stuck to the books? Because I hate when stuff sticks to the books. I don't give a fuck that it was in the book. I'm watching the movie, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. There are so many times when I remember reading Bucky's Cap run where even in the books, just like in the show, he didn't even want to be Cap. It was just one of those fine kind of deals to where he begrudgingly took it. So it's just like
I just thought it was funny. He kept the pistol on him.
That was fire. And plus, I like this suit. I like this suit too.
Yeah. Oh no, I love it. I think it's great. I think because okay, don't get me wrong. I don't dislike the dress whites that he was wearing in Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I feel like this look suits him better. Like wearing like the full head sleeve thing. I don't think it translated as. I don't think it translated as well as they probably wanted it to. And I think this is the better route to go. I will say, not just these aren't the only things that we're going to talk about here. I do want to point out now that this is something I want to go back to what we said earlier, because I didn't actually finish my thought on that because I got distracted.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I am wont to do. But the thing I wanted to put some respect on is that we talked about how Danny Ramirez they're not going to have him in the weird eye makeup with the claws and the bird wings. Because Carter was not interested in seeing that, and truth be told, I wasn't either. I didn't know that I felt that way. Really, I was kind of indifferent to it one way or the other. But when I saw that shot that I was showing y'all earlier, and I saw the technological wings on him, and you've seen that was very clearly you see the little red glow off the back, just like how you would normally see with Sam if the shield wasn't covering it up. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, it's a flight suit just like what he had. And he's out here. I was like, dude, I like that. I like how this looks. I was like, we haven't seen the full get up yet. And I'm pretty sure he'll have some goggles that'll probably kind of resemble the big bug eyes that he normally would have or whatever. He may have like some clawed gauntlets or whatever to kind of represent the talons he usually has. I'm perfectly fine with that. It does not have to be 1-to-1. That was like, if there's any one thing I did not like about that run, that Nick Spencer run, is that's how they made him Falcon. I would have been perfectly fine if they just didn't do that at all. So I'm good with that. 100% agree with Carter here. But there's one thing that happened in this trailer that I know you were very adamant you thought would not happen in this movie. When Harrison Ford was originally revealed to be Thunderbolt Ross.
Wait, full stop.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Oh, go ahead. What's up?
Sam used the shield and couldn't hang. Walker stepped up and used it as good as Steve and didn't need a serum to do it. That second time I almost punched my goddamn camera.
He did. Huh?
I said again, I'm gonna say it louder for the people in the back. Sam used the shield and couldn't hang. Walker stepped up and used the shield as good as Steve and didn't need a serum to do it.
Walker got the super. I'm gonna say go back and watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because that was literally a plot point, is that Walker got the super soldier serum. As a matter of fact, there's a whole line that he got made fun of for when the Dora Milaje squared up on him and tore him a new asshole. He's like, but I'm a super soldier.
People's head cannons are really starting to just, my rage and annoyance levels with people's head cannons. Look at the look on Ernie's face. I wish if you all weren't listening to this on Spotify, I appreciate it. But I hope y'all to watch this live or just go back and watch this when it's uploaded. I just need y'all to see the look on Ernie's face. I damn near want that to be the thumbnail for y'all on Spotify, but we ain't gonna do that. Just look at the look on his face. Well, that's before Gambit popped up on the goddamn string. Thank you, S-Pump, for that five.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Whatever. I don't even want to. Anyway, moving on. The thing that the money shot of the trailer, if you will, was this.
Big red.
Big red. Which, you know what I thought about? That's another reason I think they went ahead and said no to the mustache, is because they didn't want to have to explain how that motherfucker ain't got a mustache when he turned into the Hulk.
We're gonna talk about it.
Here's the thing. And I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't matter that they showed this. Because here's the thing. We knew it was coming. We knew. They would not have brought back Thunderbolt Ross for all this shit and not had... Like, they literally kind of hinted at it in Civil War that it was kind of gonna be a thing. And yeah, it was only natural it was gonna happen here. But I will say this. I will say this about it. If you think that this was better served not being in the trailer, I don't disagree. But here's the thing. The reason why they did it is because, and I can't tell you how many times I saw this on social, like just across social media, people crying and claiming that, oh, this trailer's mid, it was whack, there was nothing good in it. And the thing is, I don't envy Marvel Studios' position, because you have to think about this. You have to make a trailer to try and get people excited and get hype. But there's an entire subsector of human beings who go out of their way not to be hype. I can't tell you how many times I get so sick and tired of seeing and not just randoms. I mean, people I actually know and people who I follow, like people I've talked to, had whole ass conversations with. I can't tell you how many times I see that shit. I'm just like, bruh, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like so many people didn't get me hype. It is like, and that's their personality trait. Like, there are people there whose personality trait is, I don't get hype for MCU trailers that are hype. Like, that's their thing. Oh my God.
Something that I told you about this trailer, and I said it yesterday, but when you and I had a conversation, I'm scared.
Oh,
I'm very scared.
That's
okay. Because this trailer was really, really good. It was
very
really dope
good
to me. I like the political intrigue with it, which reminds me of the Winter Soldier, because there are several people that enjoyed the second Cap movie. Civil War was kind of a mix of, it was a little bit of Winter Soldier, but it was more Avenger. That was more the comic book movie coming from the Winter Soldier, where that could have worked as any other movie. And I like that Brave New World seems like it's going back into Winter Soldier territory. But with that being said, because that trailer did look really cool, the first thing that popped into my head, Gambit, get your ass off the screen. Thank you for that 5, though, Tubes the One. I'm reminded of, and I know several of you all don't want to be reminded of this, but it reminded me of the reaction video that we did of The Flash.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
And we really enjoyed that trailer, and we both admitted it, even though we could give two shits about Ezra Miller, but that Flash trailer was fire. And then the movie came out, and that was a hate crime. Yeah. So I'm scared, because we have been through this before, even before The Flash. We've been through this, I guarantee you, but just because of our ages. And you all's ages as well. You all have seen several trailers that looked A1 steak sauce, and then you got to the theaters, and that steak was well done.
Oh yeah, no, it was burnt. It wasn't even well done. It was burnt.
Yeah.
Also, I will say too,
your ass was eating this. You was eating this.
Wait, was that was that JR line tougher than a $2 steak? Yeah. That's what you got. You got the $2. You got the $1 steak is what you got.
Oh, so I'm a tad bit scared.
I will say this. My headcanon is not wrong. Just FYI. I'm not even going to point out who it is that said it, just because I'm ready to move on. But I'm literally looking at it right now. He has a super soldier serum, so he literally injected himself with it. So yeah. Anyway, you go back and rewatch. Anyway,
but here's my thing, though. We ain't even got to do that.
No, really don't.
One person trained themselves to use it. Another person didn't want anything to do with it, and then they trained themselves to use it. But guess what? Neither one of them were going to be able to hang with Steve Rogers, and Steve Rogers had a serum in him, and then the only reason another person was able to hang was because he then used that serum. What are we talking about?
So it must be Ivan's burner.
Oh, bro. But going back to the original point, that's my thing that has me a little bit scared, is because that trailer was really, really well done, but we've been bamboozled before. When it comes to the Red Hulk of it all, I didn't mind it. One thing I did not know was that Harrison Ford was 81, and apparently Thunderbolt Ross in this movie is 81 as well. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, he's good and grown. He's good and grown.
Yeah, but I feel like because I did see several people that are thinking that Red Hulk is going to have a large portion of this film, and I don't think that's gonna be the case. That'll be the case. I don't think that'll be the case at all. I think it'll be one of those ones where it happens, you're smiling, and then back to our regularly scheduled programming of Sam Wilson doing whatever Sam Wilson is doing. The one thing that I did not realize was so many people did not know that or forgot that the leader is in this film.
It's easy to forget because he's not even in the trailer. Where?
That scene, and the only reason I know is because I rewound it and I paused it. That scene where you see somebody wearing a hat on the phone, you can tell that the hat, that head, you can see the faintest hint of green, but it's enlarged.
I see. Oh, talking about like here.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one.
Yep.
I'll give you that one. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, until I see the full bald, big ass green head, he don't exist to me. I'll that's the one I would rather wait until we get to the theater to see.
They said leader hat on that Pharrell hat.
Bruh. Oh my God. Y'all need to quit. I tell you who else we actually got to see. We got to see Rosa Salazar. I believe this is Rosa Salazar in here. Like, you get to see her silhouette as Diamondback. Because for those who don't know, the Serpent Society is supposed to play a role in this to some degree or another. We don't really know the full extent. But I know a lot of people have been talking about the prospect of the whole the whole Winter Soldier program isn't necessarily going away because of how Isaiah Bradley just like stands up and tries to murk the president in the trailer, kind of like alluding to the fact that like, that type of conditioning and brainwashing that Winter Soldier went through is not gone. So there's that.
I hate that so many of us wanted in Isaiah Bradley like episode, mini-sode, prequel, just to see him throw hands. And then you let us see him throwing hands, but he's trying to murk the president.
Yeah, he's trying to get. He said no. He said fuck that dude. He's like
you gave us what we wanted in a very nasty way, and there's a lot of people that didn't know that was Isaiah Bradley, even though he clearly said Isaiah when he turned up.
I actually
so many people.
I saw some people that were very adamant that wasn't him, and I was like, okay, whatever. But no, I'm happy for it. Speaking of, we actually got a here. Because we can pull this up here. There we go. Bam. We got some super chats and stuff. To take a look at. It says let's scroll down a little bit. Here we go. We got one here. This is from Delay. Here, let's zoom this in a little bit so we can actually see a little bit better. Let's scroll down. Okay, here we go. One from Delayed Grats with a 5 says, I was in a stream from some dude named Jody, who is black, who was complaining that Marvel is going with a black Captain America. I signed off. You did the only good, that was the only good response to that is, just actually not.
I've had conversations with several black folks that were like, man, that's Steve Rogers, man. That's Captain America, man. And somebody in the chat actually said something. I think it was I can't find the thing now. But I want to see people keep this same energy, even though DC isn't bold enough to do this. If they come out with a Batman film where it's Dick Grayson under that cape and cowl, I want to see the same vibe.
No, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Be like, it ain't Bruce. It ain't Bruce.
I truly want to see it.
But see, here's the thing, though. And this is what I don't like about comics fans. They're perfectly fine with Barry Allen taking the mantle from Jay Garrick. They're perfectly fine with Wally West taking the mantle from Barry Allen. They're perfectly fine with Bart Allen taking the mantle. But the second you put a nigga under that mask, I'm gonna tell you, Carter. Carter, you know what they say. You look.
Too many niggas.
That's what they gonna say. 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 DEI. That's what you gonna get. That's what you gonna get.
I love the energy that people will have when you say that it's from the comic. I don't care. I'm not watching they have this like in their mind this well-constructed argument as to why XYZ shouldn't work.
Right.
But then when you tell them, oh, this is just from the reading material stuff, and then they turn into a little ass kid. I don't care. I'm not watching the comics. I'm watching the movie. So that shit's funny to me. It's so funny to me.
It's crazy. It's crazy because it shouldn't be a thing. You know what it is? It's like they want everything to be comic accurate until it is comic accurate. And then when it's always on like this, oh no, I don't. But the second someone isn't exactly the way they are in a comic, then they want to be mad. I swear to God, I can't stand little funky ass nerds. I really can't sometimes.
I am not a comic book fan. I'm a fan of good stories.
Yes.
I'm going to say that until I am in the dirt.
And then here we got one from Chi-Town Dan the Last, where Cohen says with the $5. You the reason that I bought volume 1 and 2 of Something's Killing Children. Your channel has done more for has done more good for the culture. Keep up the good work. And that's all I really want to do. That's all I really want to do. I want people to go read these good stories I enjoy. Because you know why? Because if you go read these stories, guess what happens? I get to read more good stories. You get to read more good stories.
Yeah. And that actually reminded me, I need to go get volume 2 of Something is Killing the Children.
Bruh. Wait, hold up. Wait.
Which one did you get? You just get the regular, or did you try to be fancy? Okay.
No. I got the.
Yeah, I might go get that today.
Yeah, I got the regular jump. I need to get. I can't remember. They haven't put the second one out of this yet. I don't think.
No,
I got it.
No.
Yeah,
that's what I'm waiting on.
I got it set to. I have it set to pre-order, so like it hadn't showed up yet. So I assume. I presume that it is not here yet.
Honest question. Volume 2 of that Something the Children. Did it turn up? Was it just as good, if not better, than Volume 1, or was it kind of a smooth little?
No, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Okay. It's because the thing is, you're dealing with a completely different type of monster now. Like you're dealing with the duplicitype, and the duplicitype is a whole. It does, but no, the duplicitype is like a whole other animal. Like it's like that first monster. That first monster was straight up like, ooh shit, you don't want to run into that motherfucker in a dark alley. But this other one is like, you might not know that you've run into the monster also the whole thing about adding in a human antagonist as well was also really cool.
Okay. Yeah, you just did it for me. I'll go grab it today.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Is House of Slaughter any good? Okay, so here's the thing I'll say about House of Slaughter. I don't like it as much as the core series, but I will say House of Slaughter adds lots of context to the entirety of the story, because I think when you first kick off House of Slaughter, you are kind of getting a look back into some characters that are no longer in the series. Like they've shuffled off this mortal coil. You get to learn about more of the house politics of the House of Slaughter. You get to see how children can be conscripted into the House of Slaughter in ways that are not exactly the way like how Erica Slaughter was brought in. So yeah, it's good. I highly recommend it. But I will definitely say, if you love Something's Killing Children, don't expect to love this more. You might like it less. However, it's still good.
Tinian's still writing that one as well?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes. Yeah, I believe so. As far as I'm aware, I know he was from Jump. I don't know if he is right now, but I presume that he is. But yeah, I will say this. Because we still have some more. Ed Boy in the Cut. We got I almost forgot, man. So I noticed someone said they were hoping to get an Isaiah versus Bucky flashback. I'm hoping we might get a look at Azuri. Okay, so here's the interesting thing with that. I would love to see that personally, because it would kind of be a nice little nod, to the history of Captain America and the Black Panther. I would like to see, like, here's the thing. I think any MCU offering can only be enhanced by giving us more Isaiah Bradley. I would love to see Isaiah Bradley put hands on Bucky. I would love to see Isaiah Bradley maybe bump into Azuri, or well, I guess by the time that it wouldn't be, well, I don't know. That part's difficult to say. It would probably be Azuri. There would be no T'Chaka involved in this. But like, in any flashback that I could get to flesh out the story of Isaiah Bradley in the MCU, that's a win. That's a win. Especially if it's good. We also got another here from Levesta the Samurai with the 5 says, just dropping a donation. Hey, we appreciate you.
Appreciate that little Caesars, big guy.
Oh yeah. Stomp Tim with the 5 says, I'm excited for this movie, or I'm so excited for this movie. Who do you expect Sam to face off against in this film? Well, we know it's going to be the leader. We know that the Serpent Society is going to play some role in this. I don't know if Seth Rollins' role is still intact. It seems like his part, I think it was rumored his part may have been cut from the film, but he's still listed on the IMDb, so yeah, we'll see. Well, we can talk about this real quick, because that kind of leads us to this. Our boy, Giancarlo Esposito, Dean, Big Brother Almighty himself.
Perish.
Yeah, Gus out here. Like, I love it when an actor is so iconic that you can rail off multiple things that motherfucker has been in, and you'd be like, yep, that's and everyone knows who you're talking about. I love it. I love to see it.
She said he's in the trailer. He just clocked in.
Yeah, right. Right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look, why does this feel like this is Giancarlo Esposito doing his best Waffle House impersonation? He's sitting outside smoking a square on the curb, getting ready to clock in for his shift. But
so
no,
he actually has another show, Ernie. It was on AMC. It's called Parish. That whole first season is done. I don't know if you're watching it. That show was tight.
I haven't watched it yet, but I am aware of it. It's actually on my list of things to get into. Like, it looks good. It looks very good. Yeah. A lot of people have been asking the question though, like, who the fuck is he playing? No, because his character has not been revealed. A lot of people expected him to be playing Charles Xavier or something like that in the MCU, and that is clearly not the case. Unless Charles got legs now and got the strap. But no, no one really knows who the character is. It's not been revealed who the character is. What we do know about the character is that whoever it is, they are clearly going to be a problem for Sam. They are not someone that's on his side, most likely. I'm going to go on a limb and say it could be, I thought of one of two characters it could have potentially have been. I know for me, I was kind of looking at it from the perspective of, I think one of my initial takes was, I thought maybe it could have potentially have been like someone like because the MCU loves to take like random ass characters that you may or may not even be thinking about. I was thinking about Raul Bushman. Raul Bushman's one of those characters, like that's the perfect character for Marvel to come in and be like, oh, hey, here's this deep cut character that nobody, kind of like how they did with the Marvels. They used, what was the character's name? Dar-Benn, who is a nobody in the comics. Like no one is checking for Dar-Benn, okay? No one. And if you say you are lying. You are lying.
The people that are all in the chat right now saying it's GW Bridge. Y'all don't know that for sure.
Well,
and I guarantee you a lot of you motherfuckers didn't even know who that was.
Well, no, and that's okay, so speak of the devil. That's actually who I think it is. Like, after having seen the trailer, I'm thinking it's probably GW Bridge. And the reason why I would say too, I mean, to be fair, it's Giancarlo Esposito. His hair is, at this point in his life, naturally salt and pepper, but that's also GW Bridges' look. that is GW Bridges' look to a T. And I feel like GW Bridge would actually fit very nicely into this story just based on what little we know about it. And I think, I'm not gonna lie, man, George Washington Bridge is also a deep cut character. Like, not everyone.
Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is.
Not everybody's checking for GW Bridge. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I remember, like, where was the first time I think I even remember seeing GW Bridge? Was probably like, was X-Force maybe?
Yep. That's why, and I'm happy you said that. I don't want a lot of people to go off the fucking deep end, because if it is confirmed to be GW, don't think you finna see Cable in this goddamn movie. Don't think you finna see Domino at some point, or you finna see Strife in them. Let's just keep it small, keep it contained.
Yes.
Don't let your mind fucking explode.
Well, no, I don't understand people, because for me, just me personally, not you trying to put your words in anybody's mouth, but for me personally, it would be easier for me. And once again, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I guess here, that's your boy right there, GW Bridge. And once again, you kind of look at the character, it's like, makes sense. It makes sense. Now, I'm gonna wait for Marvel to say who it is, and they probably won't say for a while.
So according to Nerd Large in the chat, apparently Rob Liefeld already spoiled it.
Oh, of course he did. Of course he did. Yeah, and you know what? And see, here's the thing. I don't know if I'm blocked by Rob Liefeld. I know I don't follow him. But like, Rob Liefeld has to go out of his way for me to know that he has done something. But I believe it, because he can't keep shit to himself.
That would be green as hell, bro.
But, bruh.
That would be so low down. But yes, you know what? Elite X1 in the chat, he just said something. He said his mind is open for anything. Did any of us expect X-Men to be at the end of the Marvels? Exactly.
Yeah,
Don't
nobody
let
did.
your mind run because of who this character might be, that you're finna see boom, 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 boom. Just
Cyclops gonna show up.
Exactly. Keep it small, so whatever does happen, you can be some kind of excited, or you won't be disappointed if here come that headcanon again. If what you want to happen, or that headcanon that you think is gonna happen, don't happen, and then you take it against the movie, even though the movie never said that this was going to happen. So
no, 100%.
Calm down.
Calm your ass down. Calm your ass down. Look. Don't let it get too twisted now. Okay. you look. You on that twisted T. I'm gonna need you to calm down. That's it. We do got some more super chats here that I want to take a look at. We got one from Tubes of One. Says Sam could hang with the Shield. Walker didn't need to see her meet the Grams theme star. I mean, look, it writes itself. It writes itself. That's what that is. It writes itself. Also, shout out to Ryan Allison. Blerd Club Gold out here.
Gold edition.
Man, out here. Dude, love to see it. We got another one here. I somehow lost this one in the sauce somewhere. I don't know where it is to highlight, but it's in there somewhere. But we'll just show it here. It's here. We got, that's because it was a membership, so I probably didn't even look at the right thing. The COBY, 37 months of the Blerd Club Silvermine, says Centerpoint Energy sucks. Oh my God. We also got LJ Brown out here with the 43 months of the Blerd Club Silvermine, says this and Gladiator 2 trailer, snowflake tears. Okay, so did you wait, Carter. You saw the original version of that trailer, right?
What do you mean the original version?
So you know that they're going back and taking the music that was in that trailer out.
Thank God, because that was my one negative in that trailer. I'm already on like a 8 or a 9 because of how much I love the original film. And the trailer to this one, just like with Brave New World, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I said it on Discord. I don't know what's going on, and I love that I don't know what's going on. That's a great trailer. If you don't know what's going on when you're watching the trailer, it does just enough to get you excited and entice you to go see it. That's what Gladiator 2 did. That's what Brave New World, or New World Order, did. Excuse me. So I'm enjoying the trailer. I don't know who this dude is. We got Pedro Pascal in it. We got Denzel with them Denzel looks.
Oh yeah.
And then I gotta hear No Church in the Wild out of nowhere, and I cut that shit off immediately. I thought somebody else. That's when I thought it was a fake trailer. And I thought it was movies that I had not seen that they spliced in these actors. So when I watched it on the official channels, and I'm like, bro, why the fuck did they use this song? This song, get this bullshit out of here.
They did it to get. Honestly, I think they did it for younger like for people who didn't grow up with Gladiator. They did it to get them hype. They didn't do it for anyone who like. Because I feel like if you've seen the original Gladiator, you don't need that. You're gonna go see this. But if you're
even if you hadn't seen the original, what the fuck is No Church in the Wild got to do with Greek in Rome and gladiatorial battles? We just saw a goddamn rhino run into a wall. Jay-Z and Kanye, huh?
What?
Get the fuck out of here with that.
You know what it is? It's that. Okay, so there's two types of. Okay, no, say that. There's three types of trailer music. You get the classic trailer music, like the kind of the orchestral, big, like kind of like the. No, take that back. Kind of like that. That shit that Inception popularized, like that shit. Or you get the bespoke rendition of a popular song, like where it's been remixed to make it more epic, kind of like what they did. Like they've been doing this for a long time, but I don't know, for whatever reason, the one that sticks in my head is when they take like a oh my god, like they take rap music and do it a lot now. That's actually kind of become the more popular version of that. But like, remember when they did like Us? They took I Got Five on it and made it like a really like eerie epic thing. Transformers Rise of the Beast. They took was it Juicy?
Knuckles. Yeah. Who the fuck was checking for Crime Mob to be in a Knuckles trailer?
Knuck your butt. Knuck.
They just did it with they did it with Aldous Hodge with his Alex Cross series. It's going to be on Amazon.
They sure did.
They did it with 21 Savage, and you hear Red Rum in there. But a gladiatorial arena.
Something in the way from the Batman. I forgot about that one. Yep, that's another one.
There you go. And I think the Batman kind of did it incorrectly because they played that goddamn song way too much in that movie.
It became the theme. See now, like you have a Batman theme. Something in the way became the theme of Batman for that universe. And here's the thing. I like that song. Even like that used to be one of my favorite Nirvana songs, like even like back in high school, like in middle school. But the thing is, they played the song so much that I got sick of it.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my only negative with that Gladiator 2 trailer was just like, get that song the fuck out of here. It's so that was nasty.
It doesn't make sense in the like. It's one of those things like it didn't really so much bother me as it just felt out of place. Yep. And because it felt out of place, it made me focus on it. It's like, okay, I want to focus on the epicness of what's going on. I want to because this looks like it's going to be a lit story. Because how do you do a sequel to Gladiator? And somehow someone figured it out, and I want to see that. I don't need Church in the Wild for that. That said, we got another one here. With this is ChrisFit 138 with a 20 says spent my birthday with a hurricane. Oh my god.
Damn.
Dude, I'm so sorry to hear that. It says no power, staying at mom's, been missing all my shows and told myself that I'd spread some love. The first of my usual shows I finally get to see. No power don't mean not to get the motherfucking likes up. See,
there you go.
Dude, you getting the you getting the bomb. You getting the bomb for that one. Man, dude.
Get these likes up with extreme prejudice. I need to get these likes up. Please hit that like.
Look, matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I want you to hit that like button the way Sam Wilson be kicking two motherfuckers at the same time. That's how you get the like button. You need to jump in the air and do a little with the feet. Yeah, that's how you got to do it.
That's the noise Sam made when he doing that kick, Ernie.
Dude, I guarantee you, if you go back and watch the dailies on this shit, I bet when they be watching it, he'd be like, like they have to cut it out though. You can't put that. You can't have that in the. Okay. You can't put that in the in the final. Here, actually, these actually these I can show. So we're gonna go back to our usual. I can show these. We got first off, we got two here. One from Eric Carter, just straight up, just put in the $9.99. I appreciate it. This is actually going to bring us to another part of this that is going to be interesting. We're actually, I've been dreading waiting to talk about this. It says apparently. Oh yeah. This one here, they said apparently there's an actor who is a Zionist and they're playing a Jewish character. I saw some drama about it. How do you guys feel? Okay, so here's the thing. For one, here, look, I'm gonna play this, and this is gonna tell you everything I feel about it.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Look, that is how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. Here's the thing. People are not the characters they play, and characters are not the people who they are. Here's the thing. And I don't know who needs to hear this. I will probably piss some people off when I say this. This is why they did the rewrite. So the character that for those who don't know what I'm talking about, the character in question here, is this woman right here. She is the actress in question. She is a Jewish woman, and if I'm not mistaken, Jewish, like as in straight out of Israel. And she is playing a character by the name of Sabra. For those who are unfamiliar. Carter, are you familiar with the character of Sabra?
Yep. This is actually, funny enough, this is a conversation Ernie and I had yesterday because I was wondering if he had actually known that this was a thing because, like I was telling Ernie, even though I saw a lot of people excited about the trailer, I also saw people that were saying the movie needed to be boycotted because of this. So.
Here's the thing. Oh my God, here's the thing here. I want to pull this up. For those who know Sabra is, we actually talked about this on Nerds of Culture a little ways back. Sabra, she is an Israeli superhero, if I'm not mistaken, part of the IDF and Mossad. And in the comics, she is basically kind of like, you could say the equivalent of Captain America to Israel. Now, here's the thing. This character is very much of her time. Matter of fact, this very thing I'm showing here is well, actually, no, it's not the exact comic. There's a different comic where this comes up. But there's an instance, I believe, where Hulk has to explain to her that genocide is bad. You're on the wrong side of history when Hulk has to explain to you that genocide is bad. Not say he is genocidal, but just the fact that this was at a time where Hulk was still like, Hulk don't talk no good Hulk, if that makes any sense. I think I've made my feelings pretty clear on Nerds of Culture, how I feel about this sort of thing. I am not a Zionist. That's not my thing. And I do believe what's happening in Palestine is genocide. That there's full stop. There's no question about it. But here's the thing. Having an Israeli person in a movie is not Zionist propaganda. Does not automatically make it Zionist propaganda. Just as making a Captain America a Captain America movie doesn't automatically make it American prop. I mean, technically it kind of is. But I mean, here's the thing. I think people forget what Captain America actually represents. Yes, I know it's easy to shit on Captain America because, oh my God, he's wearing the stars and stripes. So he's just all about everything America does. But the thing is, if you ever read an actual Captain America comic, a lot of the times Captain America is the first person to point out when America is on that Fox News bullshit. And I feel like what they did with this character, and this is why I think people should probably just let Marvel cook on this one. Yes, I think she is in like two particular spots in the trailer. Here in the scene I showed earlier, and people are already saying, oh, they're making this movie all about Israel. And it's like, she's in two scenes in the trailer. She's probably not even in the movie as much as you want to believe she is. And her character was rewritten. She is not an IDF soldier. She's not from Mossad. She is a U.S. government operative. So they've completely removed that aspect of it. I don't think it's going to be one of those situations where they're going to be propping her up as some kind of symbol of I guess I don't even know what word to put with it, but basically they're not going to be propping her up in the way that I think people are expecting, not some paragon of Zionism or anything like that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And honestly, I just don't care. I just don't care. I mean, yeah, look, and I think a lot of you have been with the channel for a while. You probably know what I'm about to say here. When a piece of work is by committee, and what I mean by that is it's not just one person. We're talking about like movies, TV shows. I'm not going to boycott a movie or a TV show because of one person, especially if that one person isn't even the star. I've seen a lot of these motherfuckers, the same people that are trying to talk about boycotting this movie. Y'all went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 without so much as batting an eyelash. Y'all went to go see the Super Mario Brothers movie without so much as batting an eyelash. And Chris Pratt is a whole MAGA church going to motherfucker. Okay, let's calm down. Let's calm down. We look. Matter of fact, I saw motherfuckers went to go see the Garfield movie, knowing good and hell well that motherfucker be sitting up at church talking about how gays shouldn't exist and shit. He don't say that shit publicly, but he goes to churches where they say it. So I mean, here's the thing. I can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. Okay. It would be different if we're talking about like a singer, or a stand-up comedian, because usually they work alone, or whatever. But yeah, it's one of those things where like, if it's one person who just so happens to be part of a greater whole, I'm not going to boycott the whole thing just because. And also consumer activism, it doesn't work. So, let's look no further than the Wizard game. It does not work. It only works if it is a unified front. It only works if it only works. Like, case in point, if everybody would have said, you know what? Let's not talk about Hogwarts Legacy. Let's not make a big deal about it. Do you know what would have happened? That game would not have been the #1 most bought game all of last year. But because people kept talking about it and complaining about it, it blew up. Not even on its own merits. That's why I say we gotta leave it alone. Or be organized. Either be organized or leave it alone. Because if you're not organized, you're not going to do anything. It takes organization to make these things work. If you want to boycott something, I don't want to boycott this though, because they haven't given me anything to boycott. If I'm not going to boycott a movie just because there's a Jewish woman in the movie. So I'm not. Now, is this woman, I don't know her personally. I haven't really seen anything of her that has expressed any Zionist behavior. I think some people and if there is, then that's another story altogether. But I don't follow celebrities like that. Like, I just don't. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. But I will say that for me, I think that if she is someone who is a person who is incredibly Zionist, it would make me very sad. It would make me very disappointed, as a matter of fact. Because I don't like seeing people have weird takes like that. But her just existing, I'm not mad about that. I think that you can. I think she deserves to exist. But also, so do the people that that the nation she hails from oppresses. So, yeah. Once again, walk, chew bubble gum, same time.
I just want to say this, and then hopefully we can go ahead and move on, because I don't want to stick on this, because this is going to bring up a whole bunch of mess. But they're saying that she chose to serve. She posted some pretty horrible stuff on her social media, so people aren't interested. So this individual isn't interested in supporting anything that she's in, which is that's your stance. So you can do that. But the shame is, when the movie tanks, they're going to blame Anthony Mackie for it. Here's where I would disagree with that.
They're going to blame Marvel for it.
Well, yeah, they're going to blame Marvel for it, but me, I don't think that the movie is going to tank, because I think if this woman is a horrible individual, IRL, or just a piece of shit, I think the majority are going to ignore her and just focus on everything else that's going on in this film. So that's just how I feel about it.
Here's the thing, and I want to make sure I'm clear when I say this. I haven't seen those things. I'll have to look into them. I'm not going to not look into them.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, and I don't know how many people know this. She may have volunteered to be in the IDF, but here's the thing. It wouldn't have mattered if she volunteered or not, because everyone has to serve in the IDF. It's not like here in the States where you can volunteer, like being a part of the military is just 100% voluntary. No, your ass gets thrown in jail if you don't serve. So it just is what it is. And once again, not making excuses for, but I think sometimes people forget that their country is very different from our country, and serving in the military is honestly, if I'm to understand it, mandatory. I'm open to the idea of being wrong, but to the people who I have seen that have been open about their service in the IDF, many of them have pretty much kind of implied that if they didn't serve, they would have gone to prison. And even
I don't know how true that. I don't know how true
it is.
This is.
No.
Go
ahead. Gotcha.
In the chat, they're saying that she was exempted. So,
well, I mean, if she was exempted and she decided to serve anyway, then that's on her. But once again, one person being in a movie for like what will probably be all of 10 minutes, if that, I'm not boycotting a movie for that. I'm sorry. I'm not. Okay. How many movies have we all watched with problematic people and still watch with problematic? Like here's the thing. And this is something I think everyone needs to understand. You love something. I guarantee you there's something you love that's problematic. And the sooner you accept that, the better off you will be. There are lots of things I love that are incredibly problematic. Matter of fact, one of my favorite genres of movies, horror, incredibly problematic. Its history is incredibly problematic as well. However, I still love it. Hell, we were actually going back and watching one of my favorite guilty pleasure horror movies, Freddy vs. Jason. And when my wife and I were watching, like, they literally have Kelly Rowland dropping a homophobic slur, like, with her whole chest. And I still love the movie. It's just that one part I don't like. I mean,
because she caught it at the end.
Yeah, she caught it immediately after, almost as soon as she said it.
Slapped the shit out of her with that.
Dude, Jason said,
Jason slapped the shit out of her with that blade.
That here, that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't even multiple swings. Jason took one good clean left and launched Kelly Rowland into that fucking tree.
Yeah,
I especially remember that because I saw it on bootleg. But with all that out the way, can we talk about something a little bit more positive? More specifically,
yes.
Penguins.
Yes, we can. Actually, I'll tell you what. We shall. There's one thing we're going to do first, though.
Yes.
There's one thing we're going to do first, and as we got a super chat from Action Pack, says, with the $5, says, who are your favorite and least favorite legacy characters of Marvel and DC, respectively? I'd say Dick/Miles Morales' favorites, and Genus, talking about Genus Vell, the third or fourth Captain Marvel, and Dr. Light for least. Favorites? John Stewart as Green Lantern. Even though technically he's a legacy character and yet not a legacy character at the same time. That makes any sense. Miles Morales is a hard one to look away from. So I mean, I would say Miles is probably up there too. Though I would also say Kamala Khan's a close third. Least favorite? Man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not meaning to crib your answers, but Genus Vell is my least favorite Captain Marvel. Absolute least favorite Captain Marvel. Do not like him as a character. And then as far as like as a DC version, least favorite. I tell you what, man, I'm actually having a hard time thinking of one for DC, that is. Because DC is actually pretty good about legacy characters, which is kind of crazy. I don't have any one particular one that I don't like. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I tell you what. Oh man. Oh no, not that one. Not that one. Main note, I'm gonna say one that's gonna be kind of ugly. It's not true, but it's really just to be funny. John Kent. There you go. I'm joking. No, actually, I love John Kent, so that's actually not true.
I almost said it, but I caught myself.
Yeah, that's why
I almost brought it back for one time. I almost brought it back just once. I almost brought it back, but I caught myself.
I was thinking about you when I said okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Jean-Paul Valley. There you go. Jean-Paul Valley Batman. There you go. That's the one. That's the one.
That's least?
My least.
Least. Okay.
Yeah, for the DC side. For the DC side.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my least. That is my least. Let's see here. We also got out here, Brian with the $5 tipping out here. We appreciate it. And then we also got one from Nerd Large, 9 months of the Blerd Club Goldmine. Says, what does it do, Brother Blerd? C-Train.
I don't know if I like C-Train.
And the rest of the Blerd kicks. How many?
I like C-Train or Blerd kicks. That's kind of nasty. I have a very dirty mind, so when I read that, I read Brother Blerd and Coochie Train, and I was like,
Train?
wow.
Oh God!
I just read Coochie Train. I don't like that. I don't know if I like C-Train.
It's the Coochie Train coming through. Rated M for mature. I don't know why. Anyway, it says what? He said, how many Hulks plus or minus do we see in Captain America 4? I think we're only going to get the one. Well, you know what? I take that back. We might get two. I think we might get two. I would love it if we got 3, but I don't know if that's too many or 3 too many Hulks. I don't know if that would.
I think more than one would be one Hulk too many. Let's keep this about Cap.
Let's keep it special too. Let's keep it special. Yeah. I would rather for his debut. I think it should only be Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah.
For the debut is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, penguins, or as Benedict Cumberbatch would say, penguins. Oh
my Lord.
Yeah, that's a thing. Have you ever watched that? I think it was a documentary or something he did. I have not seen it. Yeah, it was a thing that blew up on the internet for all of 5 seconds. But yeah, it was talking about how it was people not necessarily making fun of him, but just thinking it was so cute how he said the word penguin. They're like penguin. He was like penguins. I was like, oh, bless his heart, man. So for those once again, we're switching gears here. Let's by the way, Carter, did you know Liv Tyler is going to be in this movie?
Yes.
She's going to be coming back as Betty Ross, so that'll be
or Betty.
Yep, she'll be back. That'll be cool. I don't think there's anything else.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends.
Well,
because Immortal
you're right.
Hulk is still in my mind. So if we see Harrison Ford, Red Hulk, and then we see Betty with them goddamn bird feet.
Oh my god! Oh dude! Oh, as the red harpy! Oh god! Dude, what if she showed up as? Dude, okay. So here, let me ask you this: would you be okay if the She-Hulk we got in this movie was her? Because there was that moment in time where she was Red She-Hulk.
Oh no! I remember that book because nobody liked that book because it was a lot of people said it was too edgelord.
It was.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I don't have a problem with her acting.
Yeah, I'd be down for it. We also got one here. Before we move on, we got one here from LJ Brown. With the $2 says for Sam movies, how many you think think he should get? Man, I think he should get as many as Steve got. Let him get 3. Let him get 3, especially if they're good.
And see, that's where you and I differ. Because in my personal opinion, Steve Rogers got 2 good movies.
Oh, well, that's fair. That's fair.
So
Well, I mean, that's fair.
I think you could give Sam 2 good ones. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. Look at Robert Downey Jr. To some people, what shit? If we being completely honest, Robert Downey Jr. got 1 good Iron Man movie.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Even
Robert
though
A. Jr.
I
got
like
3
Iron Man
movies
3.
and only one of them is good.
I like Iron Man 3. So when it comes to Captain America, hopefully Sam can get 2 solid. I think Sam can get 2 good ones. I think
Yeah.
Sam could get 2 good ones.
We got one from LJ Brown with the 2 pounds. Says C-Train needs to stick.
No,
Thanks,
it does
Nerd
not.
Large.
No, it does not.
Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. But yes, that said, let's move on to our next thing. Boom Studios.
Yeah.
So the news broke, believe on the 10th. The 10th of this month. Boom Studios has been acquired.
Mm-hmm.
For those who are unfamiliar, Boom Studios is the imprint that's behind a lot of some of my favorite comics.
House that Power Rangers built.
Man, dude, right? Man, really? Seriously. Man, well, and here's the thing. So, yeah, if you're somebody you're wondering, okay, so why should I give a fuck about Boom Studios? Power Rangers, Once and Future, Something's Killing the Children, Grimm, I Heart Skull Crusher. We only find them when they're dead. Let's see here. And these are just some of the ones I'm coming. That book that's running right now, Animal Pound. They had a book come out not too long ago called Dark Blood that was really good. Good black superheroes, or not really superhero story, but a good black comic book.
A comic imprint that came out with that normally was often ignored. And like shit, Angel, we were talking about at the beginning of the show when they did the whole rebrand and remake of the Buffy and Angel universe, which Brian Hill, our boy Brian Hill, was a part of.
Was that? Yeah, he was very much part of that.
Boom Studios was somebody that I believe Ernie at one point gave a Blerd award to for a company that just came out of nowhere and put their foot down. Like, we out here now. We are out here now.
Boom Studios came out, stood 10 toes down on business when it came to put, because like I said, the comics I just named aren't even like all of their best comics. I would actually recommend, there's a series called Abbott that I would also recommend you to anyone wanting to read a good comic. Mosley, which you and I both talked about here.
I think that was another one you gave gave an award to. I believe.
Yep, Rob, our boy Rob Guillory, out here. Sirens. Was Sirens of the City? Was that Boom Studios? I don't remember if that one was. I don't want to speak out of turn on that one.
Yeah,
but no, that was Boom Studios. Never mind, that was Boom Studios. So Sirens of the City, Boom Studios. Seven Secrets. That's another good book that no one really talks about. They put out what I feel is a pretty strong body of work. In regards,
really good. Really good. That comic book resume from them is getting really good.
The Creed books, those Creed comics that came out, was it last year? The ones that were about his daughter.
About his daughter, yep.
Those were good. Like a good license. Like they have actually got some pretty slick, good licensed books that I honestly had no idea. And there's another one. Oh my god, why am I blanking on it?
If you needed some recommendations, we just gave you
Eve.
several.
Eve. Oh, that's the other one. That's the one I kept thinking about. Eve. Victor, the first book I ever read by Victor LaValle, the writer of Sabretooth and Sabretooth and the Exiles, and co-wrote Wolverine with Benjamin Percy for Sabretooth War. So yeah, Eve, if you want a good, I'm gonna tell you right now, Eve is a solid book. I think it ran about, oh my god, how many 10 issues. They did a 1 5-parter and then a 5-part follow-up. Also, fantastic book. So yeah, when I sit out here and say Boom Studios is out here. And this is why I cannot impress this upon people enough. I cannot impress this upon people enough that if you are someone who, if you are tired of Cape Comics, or not even tired, but you just want something different, there are imprints out there that are providing the very things that you want, that you're asking for. You just have to give them a chance. And I promise you, there are worse imprints you could pick up than Boom Studios. Boom Studios is out here. I love, they're one of the few imprints who, like, I can say I love most of what they do. Like most of what they, like, this is very rare I see a book come out of Boom that I don't like. AWA Upshot, that's another one. AWA Upshot's another good studio. Y'all have seen me. I know a lot of people have said, "Oh, you're a Dynamite shill now." I like it, but the thing is, go read that Space Ghost and tell me it is not good.
You're not a shill. You're not a shill if you're just recommending shit from somebody that you really enjoy, dude.
Right.
You're just recommending shit you really enjoy.
Right.
But yes. Boom Studios, if you didn't understand what we were or what Ernie was trying to get at here, Boom Studios got hits.
Oh yeah, they got hits. They're out here.
Yeah.
They're out here. And here's the beauty. Here's the beauty of that. Here's the beauty of all this is that they've been purchased by Penguin Random House, which is interesting. For those who don't know, Penguin Random House is like one of, if not the biggest book publisher in the world. They're up there. Penguin Random House is just always in some shit when it comes to pushing books. And they have signed some deals in the past with Marvel and DC exclusivity deals, and I don't know if any of those are still in place. But the fact that they now own Boom Studios is wild to me. Now, we don't know a whole lot beyond this. And Big K Gaming, no, Boom Studios did not do Transformers. That was IDW. Also a really good imprint. Like I said, there's good imprints out there, man. But there's always something to read in all of these. So yeah, right now, Boom is, I don't know what this is gonna, and this is kind of why I wanted to bring this up. I don't know what is next for Boom after this. I don't think any of this is a bad thing. I think if anything, this could only be a good thing. I feel like being under Penguin Random House's umbrella, if anything, it could only enhance what it is they're going to be able to offer. And in an era where comic books is kind of an iffy industry, the fact that Penguin Random House acquired them is, at the very least, in my opinion, them putting some respect on Boom Studios' name.
Yeah.
So
Random House has they've done business with Boom Studios before. They've partnered with them on several other books, and with the one thing that needs to be spoken of with Penguin House acquiring Boom Studios is that Boom is still going to be Boom. They're still continuing the independence that they always have had, editorial and publishing. It's just now they got somebody behind. They got that big bread behind them now, and that's the one thing that you really have to make it a point to say is that they're keeping their independence. They're still them. You don't have to worry about Penguin coming in here and trying to fine tooth comb anything or tweaking something to change something or doing this, that, and the third. Boom Studios is still going to be Boom. So if you're still a fan of Grimm, which one of you all left a YouTube comment thanking me for that recommendation because you all been reading it. Power Rangers, just the huge amount of books that Ernie recommended you all. You're still going to get that quality. It's just now they have a bigger thing, a bigger entity backing them.
Also, speaking of Grimm, little addendum I wanted to add to what you just said. I want to thank I want to thank the community. I want to thank this community specifically for not being a part of that bullshit. Some of you may have heard, may not have heard. You may have seen me talk about it briefly, but the writer of Grimm, Stephanie Phillips, received some death threats over the week. as a result of, I guess someone was unhappy with her because of a comic that's coming out soon that no one has read.
It was more because the threat was because they wanted certain. She needs to put certain shit in Phoenix.
Okay.
Which, by the way, what that bullshit was.
Yeah. Which, by the way, the book. No one's. Well, I mean, I think some people have probably read the book yet. I think like a lot of reviewers have probably already read the book. People that get like early access and stuff. Because it comes out this week, this coming Wednesday. But I was like, everyday average normies, y'all haven't read the book yet. Shut the fuck up. Wait till you read the book to see if the thing you want in it is in it. But yeah, I was actually very happy to know that it wasn't any of my people that were fucking with her. But she's actually a pretty cool person. And as she said, you will be way more likely to get what you want by inquiring or asking politely as opposed to being a whole fucking piece of shit. So, but yeah, that said, yes, 100% you are correct.
But yeah, this is really good news for them. It actually comes on the news that also occurred like the week prior of Dark Horse and Marvel kind of coming together and collaborating and stuff like that. So I'm all for collaborating and helping some of these companies out, man, because it only is gonna make for bigger and better things with comics as a whole and just great stories all around. So you said we're being
Rising Tide.
Just say what the controversy was about. Well, it's not about being cryptic. It was just somebody was threatening.
Someone sent her death threats. That's nothing. That's not cryptic.
That's not cryptic. They sent her fucking death threats, trying to say that if certain shit wasn't in that book, these things would happen to her. It wasn't being.
That was nothing like that. That was like, to be fair, that's all she said.
Yeah,
I can't be cryptic about something that yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
it was not said. It was not said. Calm down.
Yeah,
calm down.
Yeah, but that's all. Okay. That's all that was. But yeah, just keeping it back on brand.
Anyway, moving on along. Here's the thing. But it is. I'm at least glad that controversy seems to have been handled to some extent. So and I was actually happy to see the comic community kind of coalesce around. You kind of circled the wagons to protect Stephanie Phillips. You love to see it. You love to see it. That said, and my phone also is trying to tell me tons of things. Anyway, moving on. I think everything's going to be fine. I don't think you have to worry about anything bad happening to Something Is Killing the Children. It's not going to for those wondering if there is still going to be a Something Is Killing the Children adaptation on Netflix, that is still moving forward. It's just that they're being very quiet about it because they don't have anything to show. It's just one of the things. It's still being developed as far as I'm aware. Nothing has changed in that regard. As of last month, it is still on the docket to move forward. That said, let's move on to I guess technically, we can kind of move on to our next thing. But before we do, I do want to address some super chats. We got some super chats and whatnot, what have you. Also, it'll give me a moment to download some things that I meant to download earlier that I smooth fucking forgot about. Because we have we were talking about all the green things that we're going to be talking about here in just a minute. Let me here we go. Man, look at that. Love to see it. Yeah, I know. My phone's yelling at me as well. I get it. Here, let me take that out here. out here, man. Here we go. Okay, so let's go. We have got boom. Let's get that. LP3 says, I wish we could have gotten a Sam Wilson T'Challa interaction in the MCU. It's gold in the comics. Yeah, I'm sad we didn't really get much of that. That was a grave missed opportunity. That was a very big missed opportunity. I feel like we should definitely have gotten some of that. I don't. Who knows? Maybe if for whatever reason we're able to get a what's the best way to put it? Oh my God, why am I blanking on words? If we're able to get like a recast of T'Challa sometime at some point, which I'm pretty sure we will, because I mean, let's be honest. I think it is all possible, if for no other reason than the fact that they've kind of set it up already. Maybe we will. Who knows?
Blair Without Fear is now on the recast T'Challa bandwagon. Confirmed.
No, God, no. God, no. No. Look. Let me let me be honest with you. Yeah, no. 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 It is, yeah, no, that is squarely one of those, like, man, look, if we get it, we get it. If we don't, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. I have a litany of good Black Panther comics to read.
Yeah.
I am not going to lose any sleep. I'm not going to lose any sleep over any of this shit. Y'all are not about to have me out here feeling pressed over that shit, okay?
If we got a Spider-Man cornrow scene in the MCU, I would quit the MCU. I would actually quit the MCU.
I was about to say you would quit the MCU. Oh no.
Gaming, you are a sick individual for putting that into the universe.
Oh my
and
God.
I hope bad things happen to you. I hope you stub your toe when you get up today. I hope you go to the bathroom late at night and there is no toilet paper on the roll.
God damn.
I hope when you go to wash your hands with the hot water becomes hot water way too fast and burn shit at you when you go to wash your hands. I hate you brought that into the universe.
Like you be playing chicken with the hot water because you too lazy to turn the cold on with it. You're like, no, I can just turn it on. I can get my damn. But no, we also got another here. Weed Man Wade says, I can't stay. I just want to watch back later. And no, I made Carter cringe from the song. Oh man, you know what? You most certainly, because it was a 1999 super chat. Yes, he got you. He got you, Carter. He got you. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I'm a ban a motherfucker. They start calling me C-Train, bro. I'm gonna just start banning them.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Look, look. Just know that it's gonna be okay. Look, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. That said, I think we're caught up. I could be wrong. No. Oh yeah, Paraseal. Yeah. Out, dude. Paris is always out here, dude. Just out here, man. I gotta. God damn, dude. Yeah, he's officially retired. He's officially retired now, man. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. Says
we can see shit. He was dipping 5 and then dropping another 10 right behind it. Even though according to the Discord, his ass is supposed to be at BlerdCon.
I was about to say,
his ass supposed to be. In here with this foolishness, talk about some fucking C-Train. He just dropped a 10 saying, just listening today while running errands. Question: after attending BlerdCon in the VA, any chance you two might attend one in the future? And if so, what is a panel you two would like to host? So, yeah. I'm currently trying to see how Ernie feels about, even though this is not in the VA, I'm currently trying to test the waters to see about LA Comic-Con with Ernie.
I mean, I'm not against the idea of it. I'm not against the idea of it at all. Like it's a. Hey, you know what it is?
It's all logistics.
Yeah, exactly. That's usually that is usually the thing that will keep me from doing a lot of shit is going to be logistics because I was actually supposed to go to BlerdCon last year, but I had to back out last minute because it just financially I couldn't make it work. I wanted to make it work, I just could not make it work. But that said, we are we're workshopping some stuff. It's something that I want to do it. Like I said, I don't ever want it to be said that I don't want to do it. I'm always down to do it. It's really a matter of, okay, how do we make it work? Like, how do we, make it happen? Like what needs to, cause I was actually, once again, full disclosure, I was also supposed to go to SDCC.
I didn't think you were gonna bring it up, and I didn't want to bring it up, but I was slick gonna air you the fuck out because I saw everybody who was gonna be there, and I got kind of salty. But okay,
I wanted to go. Look, let me tell y'all something. When I say I promise you, I wanted to go, and I'm mad at myself that I'm not going. I'm kind of glad that I didn't, just because we had some financial shit come up in the last month or so. I have not talked about it because I didn't want anybody like,
Of course.
And honestly, I'm not gonna say anything else about it, from here on out. It was one of those things.
When it comes to the Comic-Con of it all, when I got that call from Ernie, and then we had conversations about other things, y'all know when y'all fully understand and you fully can comprehend someone's reasoning, but you're still a tad bit tight in the back. It's like a good 99. It's a good 99.8%, 99.8 of completely understanding.
Yeah,
but it's that 0.9.
It is. Yeah.
It's that one tiny little percent.
And here's the thing, I just saw Sawyer G say, "Bring your asses to NYC." I want to come back. Like I've wanted to come back. Like actually, I want to go to New York Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And
because it's closer to your ass, I'm finna have to go all the way over there.
Well, I mean, shit, I gotta come up from down south. I gotta catch like 2-3 flights. You probably gotta catch 5.
I laugh at myself when I told you about coming up here because I felt I started laughing after our conversation because I said, for all intents and purposes, I guarantee Ernie ass was thinking, yeah, nigga, you want me to come up there because you ain't got to go nowhere.
I mean, well, to be fair though, I mean, you still technically would, because like, I mean, ain't nobody ever near the thing.
Yeah. But LA.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
LA Comic-Con, I'd make that drive just going to work in the morning. So
yeah, I was gonna say, you got to drive regardless. You got to drive regardless. I mean, yeah, but no, it was literally financial reasons that don't have anything to do with me particularly, but with my wife. That was it.
But no, LJ Brown, no, Blair Without Fear is not going to road trip it like the film. I would not tell any motherfucker to road trip from the M to Cali. I would punch you in your goddamn knee. I would actually make your elbow run into the edge of the door. I'm not going to make somebody drive.
Well, here's the funny thing. Jessica Tuber brought this up. Says, did you hear the news about SDCC possibly leaving Cali? I didn't know about this. Okay, first off, I don't know where the fuck they would go. That's kind of big.
Wow.
Because, like, I don't know where they would, like, where would they go?
Yeah.
Where would they go?
I wonder if they would just combine it with New York. Just make it that one big fantastical thing.
Man. I mean, to me, Jess, I never heard someone refer to Memphis as the M. Memphis, that 100%. That's M Town, the M. That's home. That's home. You know what? I would love, like, you know what? And see, this is the reason why I would never do it. I would love to have like, we technically already have a convention here. Actually, I have a few. Actually, we've got Anime Blues Con, Mid-South Con, Memphis Comics and Fantasy, and we have Memphis Comics Expo. There might be another con that I'm missing, but those are the 4 comic conventions. I don't know why I did air quotes with that. I mean, technically all 4 are comic conventions, but Memphis Comics and Fantasy and actually, I would say Memphis Comics Expo is the most comic centric one. Obviously.
Okay, it's 2 things. One, they said,
Yes.
Carter, let Ern crash on your couch. Stop being rude. I'm going to explain that one, but I want to read this next one. San Diego Comic-Con has been having financial issues, parking and renting. It's getting tough for people after COVID. Parking, I absolutely understand. Just from Summer Games Fest, when I called you and I showed you that picture, and then you showed your wife that picture with them goddamn tarnished with all the parking. But when it comes to Carter, let Ern crash on your couch. Let me explain. Okay, so here's the game. I have no problem with that, but here's the game.
Yeah.
For me to try to weasel my way into talking Ernie to come to LA Comic-Con, it wasn't. You see, this is how y'all don't know how to try to manipulate people. I'm finna tell y'all something. So I wanted Ernie to come up here for LA Comic-Con in October. I could not tell this brother to fly up here and crash on the couch. But what I could do to try and manipulate it, and this is exactly what I did, and he can confirm it. You know, Ernie, you could come up here, you could bring Cynthia, you could bring Cersei up here, you go out, you could just make it a family thing.
Yeah.
That's how you try to manipulate a motherfucker into coming up here real quick. You make him think of the Vin Diesel of it all. You make him think about family. That's how you do it. Tell him about your discounts at Disneyland and all that. You and your baby and your wife would come up here. You can make it a whole thing. That's how you manipulate somebody.
So funny story. And it actually does work, because I actually did talk to my wife about it. I said, hey, how would you feel about if because a lot of times when I have to do these things, like if I ever have to go somewhere, it's usually just me by myself, and I don't like traveling by myself, really. I'm not a fan of it. But I was like, it would be nice to be able to take my family with me when I go to certain places. And I'm like, I would love to take Cersei with me, because she loves conventions. She gets tired of them pretty quickly though, because she doesn't like doing a lot of walking around. But and I know it would be boring for her, just in the sense that if she had to stand around and watch other people be happy to see me, she wouldn't hate it. She would think it was cool, but she would get bored. She would want to go run off and do something else. But that said, I think it would be fun. Just a fun thing to kind of do to get away. And like I said, it is something, it is something I'm actually considering, because I figure if I can actually get the fam involved, it's a lot easier for me to justify going places.
I'm gonna tell you all. Now he lying to y'all right now, where he's saying he's still thinking about it, because we done already had the conversation.
That part of it,
LA Comic-Con.
I'm gonna tell y'all
I'm gonna tell you how. This is the moment I knew he wasn't coming. This is where my manipulations erred. Okay, this is where I made a horrible call. I started explaining to him everybody who was going to be here for LA Comic-Con. And then Back to the Future came into the conversation. Because for everybody who don't know, the cast of Back to the Future is going to be there.
Yep.
So I should have learned by now that when I tell Ernie something, if I hear clicks in the background, it's either going to be a good thing or a bad thing. If I tell him about a new book coming out, because he talked about it with the Black Comic Lords. If I tell him about a new book coming out, if I hear some clicks, then he is on In Stock Trades right then and there.
Yep.
We started talking about LA Comic-Con and all the writers and artists who are going to be there. And then he went up to celebrity. And then I brought up Giancarlo Esposito is going to be at LA Comic-Con, which then brought him to Back to the Future. And then it brought him to autographs and photos. And then it brought him to the prices of how much Giancarlo is charging for meet and greets and photos, and what the cast of Back to the Future is charging. And when you see them prices in comparison, I guarantee you, Ernie, bro, I'm not coming to this bullshit. It was the first thing.
I was like, $500.
No, it was when you saw the one that was like $1,300 for them.
Oh, yeah,
and you ain't even going back in time for $1,300.
Right? Look, for $1,300, I better be able to take a picture with everybody, sit in the DeLorean, drive the DeLorean, Go back to 1985. And I also Huey Lewis and the News need to be there to play the we going back in time. Like, no, I need the whole and an action package that and a happy ending at the end of it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We did it again. Let me try to bring us back in because we fucked up. We aired again.
We ventured off. Okay.
Ernie,
yes. Go ahead. Yes.
with you being from Memphis, with me being from Memphis, and it comes to our southern fine dining.
Yes.
How you feel about greens?
Man, I love me some collard greens. Some collard greens.
Okay. What about now? Do you normally eat them straight, or are you one of them ones? They got to have the pork in there and stuff like that.
I like. Okay, so I like it to be cooked with it, but I don't have to have it like directly in it when I eat it.
Okay. So if
and I
that's
like
how
hot
you
sauce
like
on them too.
You like hot sauce on your greens?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You just told me a lot about you, just like that. Well, Ernie, since that's how you like your collard greens, how do you feel about Sanford Green?
Oh man, I love me some Sanford Green. Green. Matter of fact, that Sanford Green is like probably, I would say, one of my current favorite transitions from, as he's been kind of making the transition from being just the artist to being the artist and the writer, just off the strength of Doom, the Doom one shot that he did with Jonathan Hickman.
Mm-hmm.
And and I want to make sure I'm clear when I say this. This isn't a new book. This is something he's actually been doing for quite a while. Actually working with Chuck Brown, who also worked on Bitterroot with him.
Mm-hmm.
But Sanford Green, he's doing a little crowdfunding here, and doing it well.
Oh, it already hit. It's already done.
No, it's
not done, but
it's
already
not done, but yeah.
It hit its goal. That's the word I'm looking for. It hit its goal.
I think I checked it this morning, and I think it was like $5,000 over. Yeah, here we got it right here. Boom, right here. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna zoom this in just a little bit because I want y'all to be able to kind of see a little bit better. But with 26 days left, this man was asking for $5,000 to compile together his Ringo Award winner webcomic 1000. Now, this is once again this comic he did with Sanford Green with Chuck Brown, Russ Wooten, but this was originally a webcomic. And what basically we're doing is basically taking that webcomic and compiling it into just one big old comic.
Yeah, because you're someone who says you really can't do the webtoon style of reading that well. So for brothers like you and everybody else, now you ain't got to worry about that because now you can just get it all. Wow.
Yeah.
Together.
It's good stuff. And you can see here, like, you can get the PDF version, you can get the soft cover version. I think there might be a hard, I don't know if there's a hardcover. Yeah, here it is right here. Down here at the bottom. The hardcover joint right here, which by the way, that hardcover looks good. Here, look, can I zoom that in? Yeah, we can zoom that in. Look at that. Yeah. This is it. Ooh, man, yeah, I likes that. Yeah, this right here, this gonna be mine. That's gonna be mine right there. But yeah, you can also get let's see here. What's this one? Is this the... Oh, this is like additional copies. Get an additional Oh, I see it now. You can get... Oh, man. That's actually kind of cool. I like this. I like this setup here. Yeah. I like this right here.
You want to explain what you're looking at for all the audio files?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize, man. Look, I'm just sitting here I'm sitting here glazing up the crowdfunding and completely forgot to tell y'all what the fuck it is we're doing. Okay, so for those who are listening on Spotify or wherever you listen to good podcast, basically what we're looking at here. We're looking at the website. The website is called Zoop. And this is the crowdfunding site. We're looking at the bundles of the book, and basically seeing all the different tiers you can back. You can kind of back at. You can get like the PDF version. Once again, there's a really nice soft cover edition of it that you also get the PDF with. There's also some different like where you get the soft cover, the PDF. You can get some prints. I think there's like pins and stuff of that nature. Hell, they got that's a retailer. I was like, man, you wildin' if you getting 5 copies of this. But I'm not gonna lie, I would get this just to give it away to some people. We might do that. We might do that. Well, this says for verified retailers. I don't know if I'd be able to get that, but I'll talk to Sanford, see if maybe I can, just pay him under the table or some shit.
So real quick, if you all are trying to figure out why Ernie
Yes.
is so giddy about this series,
Oh, yes.
if you all don't know what this book is actually about, 1000 actually follows an individual by the name of Sun.
Yes.
He is a dragon supreme being type of an individual, and he's also a little bit of an asshole. He's a little bit of a piece of shit.
Yes.
To the point to where he was put on punishment. I'm gonna try to give you all I'm gonna try to describe this in a funny way. He was, his name is Sun. Sun was put on punishment for being a little shit, and in order to get off of punishment, he has to do 1,000 acts of repentance.
Mm-hmm.
Shenanigans ensue.
Yeah. It's
So-
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, carry on, because I think you were about to say what I was thinking. Go ahead.
I don't know if I like that. I don't get the fuck out of my head, Carruthers. What was you finna say? Now I'm nervous. What were you finna say?
Okay. So basically, what I was gonna say is what the book kind of reminds me of. Not the overall premise. There's a small smidgen of the core premise that I've talked about this. One of my favorite manga of all time is a little comic that you may or may not have heard of called Blade of the Immortal. And once again, not saying that this is Blade of the Immortal, because it's not. But what I'm saying is like the core conceit of the story being about a man who has to commit a certain number of acts before he can inevitably die. For those who know, the premise of Blade of the Immortal is that Manji, a guy who's like this badass swordsman, he is made to be immortal and he can't die till he kills 1,000 evil men. And that's the premise of the story. And he ends up helping a young woman whose family was massacred by an up-and-coming sword school. Once again, that's why I said that's kind of where the core conceit stops, is at the 1,000 acts. But I like it because I think it's a pretty cool concept that Sanford's working with here, in my opinion. But carry on.
Well, one thing that I have done is for you guys that still want to back this, I actually just put the link in the chat right now. So go ahead and spin your hard-earned bangers on a banger of a series. Excuse me.
Yes.
Black Comic Lords is in the building. What is good?
Hey, what's up?
I'm really giddy to read this.
Yes.
I want it physical, but I don't want to wait on that physical to get here. So I'm probably gonna go read this after we done.
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah.
I'm
about to say,
individual. And now that I know that it's already out there for me to read and enjoy and absorb, we need to speed this up. This look kind of good. This art is fire. I want to read this.
If you liked Bitter Root, if you liked the recent Doom one shot that came out, if you liked Power Man and Iron Fist, if I'm trying to think of oh my god, there was another one he did and I'm blanking on it. The Battle World Runaways That was the tie-in to the 2015 Secret Wars. If you liked any of that, same artist, but also acting as writer and artist. But that said, also yet to answer Elite X1, here's the funny thing. There's actually 2 Blade of the Immortal animes. One is the newer one is better. But yes, I will definitely say, yeah, there is a hardcover for that what you just saw. This was the hardcover. This is the hardcover right here for Bitterroot.
Yeah, I have the hardcover as well, but it's back there on the shelf. I don't feel like going over there and grabbing that.
But yeah, I highly advise, highly recommend, could not recommend enough. Speaking of recommendations, not only will I recommend that you check out Sanford Green's 1000, I will not just only recommend that, I will also recommend that you check out another little title.
I love the segue.
You know, I have them sometimes. I have them sometimes. You know, I have my days. I have my days.
That was fire. That was cool.
But no, I say recently, not really recently, but one of my favorite stories that has been coming out as of late recently got a 6th issue. And it is here. Let me move us. Yeah, there we go. Move us to that. The Hunger and the Dusk. G. Willow Wilson and was it Chris Wildgoose? Yep. Fantastic book. Fantastic book. A little bit of I don't want to necessarily say sword and sorcery. Not necessarily sword and sorcery per se. But definitely like medieval fantasy. Great story. G. Willow Wilson is, and man, so I have always been a fan of G. Willow Wilson. I didn't really discover her as a writer until like the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel stuff where she was working with Sana Amina.
Yep, that's how I started reading.
But she actually has a like that. If you're a person who like if you haven't kept up with any of her work, I would say this is a good place to pick up. Hunger in the Dusk. The 6th issue just came out this week, but I'm only talking about the first 5. I do recommend the 6th one as well, but it is that is a part of book 2. I'm talking about just book 1, which is the first 5 issues. This is a story about a world, a medieval fantasy world where humanity and orcs are the primary races of people. And humans and orcs have been at war. They do not communicate with one another. They don't like being around one another. They have very racist ideas about who the other person is. Very, I would actually say very indicative of a lot of real world, racial conflicts. But in this case, it's humans and orcs, and a new threat arises that unites them against a common foe, something that does not care who they are, but wants to destroy all of them. And it's a great story. It's a great story that shows how, regardless of how different you might think you are from someone else who is of a different ethnicity as yourself, I would even go as far as saying don't just limit it to ethnicity, but someone who is a different religion to yourself, a different sexuality, different gender to yourself, no matter what, no matter how different you might think you are from one another, you have a lot more in common than you think. And that's what the story is. Yes, it's about humans and orcs working together to fight against a common foe, but it is also about those other things as well. And I think G did a fantastic job of telling the story and telling it in a way that, for one, it's also a beautiful story. I haven't shown anything here. I don't want to. This is one of those books I don't really want to give spoilers. I'm actually going to do a bigger review of it later, so you make sure to keep it locked for that. I'll show one page. I'll show one page of it. This is one page here. Because once again, I don't want to give away too much, but Chris Wildgoose is pretty damn awesome. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? You just reminded me. Yeah. I will. You know what? Here, let me put a caveat on this.
It's woke.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely woke. It's the wokies will love it. The wokies will love it. It's definitely woke. I'm gonna go and tell you right now. But yes, this is a fantastic story. If you love sword and sorcery, if you love fantasy, medieval fantasy, you love stuff like Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, or any other like medieval fantasy, Game of Thrones, any type of story like that, you'll love this book. But yes, the hunger and the dusk. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think it's the trade for it. I don't think it's out quite yet, but I think it will be soon. Mm-hmm. So make sure to keep it locked. Carter.
Yeah. Okay, so before I give you my recommendation, real quick, real fast, Raja Harris, he's asking us, how do you and Carter feel about Luther Strode? I was thinking about getting the hardcover. So okay. So right with that was Ed Boy in the Cut saying Carter felt the ghost of bitch's past caress his neck. That's why he's looking back, because I went like this while you were talking. What I was actually doing, you fucking heathen, was I was looking on my shelf right here, because I actually have the complete collection of Luther Strode, and I was contemplating if I was going to try to reach over there and
pick it up.
Get it. And pick it up. That's why I look behind me. But Raja Harris, I have said on several different fucking occasions how much I enjoy the Luther Strode series. So that's that. Now,
I'm about to say that's 100%. That's you to a T. I feel like.
Yeah. So when it comes to my recommendation, because we've been talking about our newest MCU Captain America film, I wanted to keep it a little bit on brand. So what I'm going to be recommending you guys check out at your local comic shop, because I guarantee you this is in single issues and it's going to be cheap for y'all to get. Mm-hmm. Hulk Volume 2.
Is that the Jeff Loeb joint?
No. That was after Jeff Loeb. This is Jeff Parker.
Gotcha.
Jeff Parker. And I was very specific on why I recommended the Jeff Parker Hulk run, because it is all about Big Red himself. It is all about Red Hulk, aka Thunderbolt Ross, aka William Hurt in one movie, aka I can't remember if he was in the Ang Lee one, aka
he was in the Ang Lee one. Yeah.
Okay. So
it was your boy.
I can't remember who it was.
Oh god, I almost said Sam Neill. Not the right person, but mm-hmm. Oh my god. The big mustache motherfucker who like is in every fucking Western.
He was the Western dude in the Ghost Rider movie.
Yeah,
sure. Shit was. Yeah. Also, Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. That's what. Also, the narrator of The Big Lebowski, where your shirt is from.
Yes. So I'm laughing because somebody wanted you to switch us because it was going to look like I said, "Mind if I Spider-Man?"
Yeah.
So Hulk Volume 2 from Jeff Parker. It went from issue 25 to 57. I want to say I had it in trade. Right. I had it in trades. This was right after the Jeff Loeb run. The Jeff Loeb stuff was pretty much funny, goofy ridiculousness every issue. That was classic just fight of the week big bad. The Jeff Parker stuff, since we were just talking about the Captain America film and Big Red's going to be in it, is a more grounded, more serious Red Hulk book. Yes. It was a really, really, really good Hulk book that did not have to have Banner himself involved in it to get people to read it. That was all about Thunderbolt Ross and ghosts from his past and maybe some chickens coming home to roost. And it was him also trying to make amends for a lot of the stuff that happened in the Jeff Loeb stuff when people didn't know who Red Hulk was. When I don't
That
even
was like the
think
red and
writer-
green arc.
Yeah. It was the red and green arc. It was the World War Hulks
Yeah.
with an S at the end of it. So yeah, Jeff Parker went away from the foolishness, and I mean that as a positive from Jeff Loeb's run. He wanted to go away from the foolishness and make it a lot more grounded with the Red Hulk stuff. And Mayan Rule, which is very funny that you actually have that cover on your screen right now, was one of the runs with Hulk of Arabia that a lot of people really like when it came to the Red Hulk stuff.
Yeah.
So again,
Whatever happened to that Hulk?
I don't know what happened to Thunderbolt Ross, to be honest with you.
Well, no. Let's talk about the Hulk of Arabia.
I cannot remember. I have to find those trades, and that's something that is
because Thunderbolt was dead for a while, but then I think he came back recently, in the last.
So yes and no, because there was a lot of Marvel. But what happened here? Shut your ass up is what happened here.
Yeah.
There was a lot of that going on.
He got killed off in the Coates run. Thunderbolt Ross got killed off a Coates run, but then somewhere down the road, I think he came back and.
Yeah.
Depending on what book you're reading, he is alive or dead. I don't know.
And that's a literal one of those. But what happened in that? Shut your ass up.
Don't
Marvel is what happened. But yeah, dude, this again, it might be a little bit pricey just because of how old it is, and Marvel only released it in trades. So if you can find the single issues, I'm fairly certain you can. It's from 2010. It's going to be issue 25 to 57. If you hit Mark Waid, you went too far. Go back a couple issues until you see Jeff Parker's name. This is coming right after Jeff Parker was doing the Thunderbolt stuff. So if you were a fan of Jeff Parker's Thunderbolts run with Luke Cage, you'll be a fan of this Red Hulk stuff all around, man.
I'm sorry, that took me off. That took me out. You hit Mark. Oh, we've now gotten to the point where we're describing comics like you would describe directions to get somewhere. Yeah, if you hit Mark Waid Boulevard, you've gone too far.
Yep.
But no, I love it. That is actually I to echo a lot of other people here. I need to go back and reread that run because I think when I was doing research for something Hulk related. Yeah. I was kind of in and around that area, but I stopped somewhere in and around there, and I need to actually go back and look at some of that. That's actually
a lot of people look at that stuff with the biggest of eye rolls.
Oh yeah,
just because of the Jeff Loeb stuff. But when that Jeff Parker stuff was, it made you put respect on Red Hulk. So Jeff Parker did a really good job with that. So yeah, that's what I'm recommending.
I dig it, man. I dig it. You know what? Let's get into well, first off, real quick, I just want to because I want to make sure that we don't miss anything. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. Let's get to we're gonna get into questions from the Discord. Which by the way, there's a super chat from last week. I will remember to read it this week because I think I missed it somehow. So apologies. I got you. But first and foremost, we got questions from the Discord, and first one is going to be from Qdoma. Says, "Hey, Blerd, Carter, thanks for the great content and staying true. Recently, I came to a decision about my comic collecting. As much as it pains me, I've decided to stop getting single issues. Reason being, comic book stores not being able to keep up with my subscriptions and stuff going downhill with customer service. The age of the mom and pop comic store is over. I'll be collecting trades from now on. Has this ever happened to either of you? And do you have any suggestions?" So it's funny that you mentioned this. Man. So I was actually talking to Carter about this the other day. There's a video that's going to be coming out this week that's going to have a little bit of a sponsorship in it. And it's something that I've just recently become a very big fan of. So I hope you all become a big fan of it too. Because as it stands right now, you're probably going to hear me talk about it a lot, probably for the foreseeable future. A lot of you know that I am no longer a single issue buyer in terms of physical media. I don't have the space for it. I would love to be one of those guys that has where behind me there was like a bajillion long boxes going up to the ceiling with tons of issues in it. But here's the thing. I don't like living like that, and I don't have the money to pay for a storage space to live like that either. So what I've done is I've moved to digital. And I recently, it was brought to my attention. Matter of fact, before I actually say anything about it, I want to make sure that I don't have it before me. I do not have it before me, so I can't share it. But I'll just say that there's a website called Global Comics, and we'll be doing a sponsorship. They're gonna be sponsoring a video coming up here this week. And I'm going to be able to give you guys a percentage off a 1-year subscription of this service. It's a service that basically you can pick up digital comics the day they come out. Now, here's going to be the rub. They don't really do Marvel and DC, but they do everybody else. Dark Horse, Boom Studios, Image Comics, Dynamite, AWA, Oni Press, everything else. So keep it locked. I'll be sharing the link to get the discount later this week. So there's that. Kind of bearing the lead on that one, but yes, I would definitely say yeah. I would definitely say yeah, if you're one of those people, if you're like myself, I don't think there's anything wrong with going digital. So here's what I do when it comes to like supporting local. What I do is that's where you'll see like the trades come and play. I do buy a lot of my trades off In Stock Trades and Amazon, but I also go to physical comic shops and buy trades there as well. So there's that. Like matter of fact, a lot of some of my more recent purchases, like my Gail Simone Wonder Woman, my Wonder Woman Dead Earth, not the milestone compendiums, but some of the hardcover, the newer hardcover ones, stuff like that. That is stuff that you'll see me get from like a local shop or something like that. I break bread with local shops. But yeah, it's a sad thing, but yeah, sometimes you just got to do it. You just got to do it, man. You have to recognize you don't have the physical bandwidth to have everything that you want. It's a sad thing, and I had to accept it a long time ago, and I don't blame anyone else for the same. That said, Carter, what about you? I mean, do you have any take on that? Like, as far as,
I can understand it. I've been collecting trades and single issues. I've been collecting single issues digitally anyway, and I've been at the comic shop quick to get a trade or whatever I see in the bargain bin for you and I like that. So when it comes to customer service, I've never been in a bad shop like that, but I've seen horror stories online. I think we all have.
Yeah.
But my problem was never comic book shops keeping up with my subscriptions. It was me having enough money to get all the books that were in my fucking subscription. That was always my problem. But yeah, man, just coming from your standpoint and with the space and all that, I mean, shit. That's why, like, I hate that when my car got broken into and all my comics got taken. When I had all those I had those long boxes and I couldn't keep them in the crib, so I had to put them in the trunk.
Yeah.
So I can understand just the space of it all, but. Yeah, it's happened to me. Some of it's happened to me, but like I've never been in a bad shop. To be
No,
I'm goated right now because of that fucking bargain bin.
you know what I will say. I haven't been in a bad shop either. I haven't had like the bad shop experience. That's never been the reason why I've stopped going to a comic shop. I've been fortunate that the comic shops we have here in Memphis have been, I think, pretty damn good. In the comic shops that I go, like I think we have, well, technically there's 4. 4 comic shops. You got Comic Cellar, great comic shop. A homie of mine, Jason King, he runs it. We've also got 901 Comics and 901 Comics East. Also, great shops. And we've also got the probably the one I think most people probably know, like I would say the most well, is Memphis Comics and Collectibles. Which is I would say probably and of the shops the oldest one, which is probably why. people know it the most.
It's in such a good spot though, dog.
It is too. Yeah, it actually, like it's right, like it's on Poplar Avenue, but not too far down Poplar Avenue that you got to deal with some bullshit to get in it. It's like kind of right before the bullshit starts.
Yeah,
right for the bad traffic.
All the good ass food spots, and then the Paradiso, the movie theater right down the street with it too.
Yep. Easy.
So you got all that prime real estate right there. We ain't gonna talk about that mall because didn't they shut down Oak Court?
I think Oak Court's still
Or are they about to?
They might be getting ready. That whole area is changing.
Yeah.
But that said, yeah, JWR 2.0 says, afternoon, Blerd Carter. Thanks for all the great content and keeping it real. I'm tentatively deciding to give the Kite Man show a chance since reviews seem decent enough. I say tentatively because I thought Harley Quinn season 4 was a half-ass mess. Man, okay. I'm gonna stop right there just for a split second just to interject.
Okay.
I stopped watching Harley Quinn after season 2. I have not seen anything since then because I was kind of starting to see the writing on the wall for that show.
Oof.
But that's just me. But yes, it soured me on the show so much. I questioned if I even wanted to continue watching the show. Has there ever been a moment or arc in a comic or TV show where you all felt the same? Oh my God. Supernatural. Supernatural. Okay. So Carter, you'll respect this. Did I tell you that Cynthia has never watched Dexter before?
Okay, that's not bad.
She just started watching it.
Okay.
She got to season 6.
Ooh, I didn't.
And she gave up.
Excuse my language when I say this, but just to get past 4,
yeah,
you're like a bad motherfucker.
Well, no, here's the thing. I think she kind of like. I think she was still in. It was because one of those shows she was watching while she crochets. So I think like the badness of it didn't really hit her immediately.
Yeah.
But when she got to 6, she was like, I can't do it anymore. Like I think she got to. I think she either finished season 6 or got to the end of season 6 and was like, yeah. She was like, I'm done. She was like, I can't. She was like, I can't do this anymore. She was like, and it was funny because it was the day after I told her about Scott Buck.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I said Scott Buck took over as season 4. So like I said, if you start thinking the show is kind of bad, like in this area, that's probably why. And she was like, she was like, I'm still kind of enjoying it. And I was like, then the next day she was like, I see what you're talking about now.
What was 6?
6 was when he was having the hallucinations about was it his brother?
Okay.
Or somebody who was it he was hallucinating? Like he was going through like a midlife crisis or some shit.
You can't let her stop. If she didn't stop, she has to watch New Blood. She got to watch that.
Oh God.
She got to. She gonna fuck y'all living room up. She got to. She gonna be so mad. She gonna be so mad. That shit was so whack.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, she gotta finish. Nobody except me.
I'm gonna tell her.
Yeah, let her do that. That when they brought it back. Yeah, she got to do.
Okay, yeah. It's Angel season 4. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna tell her she got to finish it. Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Yeah. She actually went to a different show. Oddly enough, with Michael C. Hall in it. She started watching 6 Feet Under.
So Bishop and them, they finished season 4 of Dexter, and I think they started season 5 and was getting kind of like the who put it face. So then Bishop took my recommendation and started watching Hannibal.
Oh,
and then he got his wife into Hannibal, and they have not looked back at Dexter ever since.
Yeah. Now I was gonna say that's I think Hannibal might be. Yeah, I think Hannibal might be what I tell her to go watch, cause she kind of mad at Dexter right now.
Okay,
she kind of mad at it. But no, Supernatural was me. I saw the writing on the wall with Supernatural, was like, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Did you? Because I'm pretty sure we've talked about one before, you and I, just to the side.
We have, but I can't remember what it was. So I'm gonna let you have that one.
Okay.
Because Supernatural, that's a good all around one.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord. God, season 15.
Yeah. No. And Cynthia finished that motherfucker. She finished it. But
Oh, hell yeah.
But she
If
hate watch
can
it.
finish 15 seasons of that
Oh, yeah.
foolishness. Oh, she best believe she gonna finish Dexter.
No, here's
you
the
better
thing,
make
though.
her finish Dexter.
But here's the thing, though. She was cussing the whole time.
That's fine.
She was cussing.
Let
She
her
was
keep
like,
going.
because every time she was like,
got to finish Dexter. Ooh, boy. No quitters in this house. You should have, that's what you should have said. No quitters in this house.
Right?
You're going to finish Dexter,
I'm
goddamn.
gonna tell her she got to finish it. I'm gonna tell her.
A dark passenger better make her finish it. Somebody else I think has a dark passenger is Trap God Thanos here in the chat. Saying,
God damn it.
what's up, guys? Now that Ultimate Spider-Man has a full arc done, what are your thoughts? For me, the book is just okay. Everyone is meat riding this book, and I don't get it. We barely know about this Peter, and he just feels like he's along for the ride. Harry is more of a main character in this book than Peter, if we're being honest. Also, where's the drama? I'm not asking for a Tyler Perry movie, but some interpersonal conflict would be nice. But he said we're going to have a conflict if those likes don't go up. Side note, it's crazy that Captain America goes through more of a complete arc in the first issue of the Ultimates than Peter does in 6 issues of Ultimate Spider-Man. Ernie, thoughts?
It's kind of funny. I'm gonna be honest. I hard body fell off Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
Mostly because I felt like I was just seeing shit I've already seen before. Like, I'm one of those people that, like, I don't need leftovers to be reheated for me. Like, if I, like, you know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I mean when I say that. Like, I don't need my.
I can eat some cold pizza. That's what you just said.
Yeah, I can eat some cold pizza, man. Look, and not only that, I don't need to go back. I don't need to go backward. I don't need to go backwards or whatever in time. Like I'm able to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. I don't need to. I don't need stories to be retold for me to understand them. And I kind of feel like that's a lot of what I was getting out of Ultimate Spider-Man. I mean, yeah, some of it's new. It started off really, I think the first couple of issues I thought were pretty good. And then, like, as it kept going, I just stopped caring.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's because I don't like it or because I just feel like it's not doing enough to justify its existence for me.
Okay.
And also, I feel like there's also an element of blinders, because I feel like people love Jonathan Hickman so much that they'll read. Like, people say, man, this writer's so good, I would even, if they wrote a phone book, I would read it. I feel like this is the phone book situation. I feel like a phone book is being written, and people are just reading it because it's Jonathan Hickman. Kind of like what happened with Gods. I feel like people just read Gods because it was Jonathan Hickman, and they just decided to ignore any and all valid criticism of that book, because everybody, like, it's the same thing I saw people doing with this Ultimates book. There are so many people out there meat glazing that Ultimates book, but not addressing the elephant in the room because they can't accept acknowledging any legitimate criticism about something that they love, where I am the polar opposite. If I love something, I am more than happy to criticize it. More than happy. Like, I think we talked about this last week when we were talking about Supercell. And I kept feeling like I had to be very careful to be like, hey, look, I know it sounds like we're shitting on it, but we don't hate it. It's just I think, Carter, I think it's safe to say you're kind of the same as myself. If you like something, you are going to be more critical of it because you care. I care. I'm going to be more hypercritical. In this book, my criticism of it is just that I feel like I've seen this before. In some way. That doesn't make it bad. It just means it's not for me. So.
Okay.
But that said, yeah. Meat glazing sounds so nasty. It does. But that's why I say it. That's why I say it. That said, we got one from Arcane Payaso. Do you think that America Chavez in Ultimates 2 is the one from the 626 or 61 or a 6160 variant? Because that's the new universe, 6160.
Yeah.
We knew she was a Nexus being, but since her 2021 solo mini retconned her to be more grounded, MCU synergy shakes my head, and her powers are more on the fritz, so constantly draining her power shouldn't be possible. Her self-repairing suit is new to Midas, so it's not Stark tech. I say that because Harry recognized and hacked Peter's suit as Stark tech, even though Tony made that while in hiding, but it doesn't seem to be unstable molecules either, so she can't be one of Tony's newly empowered heroes, right? Since they also didn't know her name, so maybe the retcon removed her Nexus being status and she's from a 6160 utopian parallel. Okay, so that question might sound a little convoluted, but I get where they're coming from with it. So basically, and I talked about this very briefly in the video, the utopian parallel has been retconned. It is now just an island, like a private island, on Earth. It's not like some secret multiversal, hidden realm or whatever. America Chavez is not from some, crazy far off, universal multiverse, whatever the fuck. No, she's just regular ass motherfucker from, well, not regular because she has powers, but she's not like an alien or like a variant of anything or anything like that. That's all been done away with. She also has a sister as well. But that said, yes. They've been doing some weird shit with America Chavez. I don't know if I like it. I'm not 100% sure if I like it. That said, yes, I do believe she is not from some other Earth. I think she is from Earth 6160, but maybe somewhere just outside of it. Like, I feel like, okay, so you know how like with Black Panther, like how people are like, oh man, Marvel been fucking on Black Panther. Man, they need to get right with Black Panther and how the Black Panther of Ultimate Marvel is more like the Black Panther people want, like the Black Panther that people feel is more accurate to their headcanon. I feel like that's what they're doing with America Chavez. I feel like they're making her closer to what she originally was, so that way people who love America Chavez but want the old America Chavez back, they can have that, and Marvel can have their cake and eat it too in that regard. That's what I feel. And I feel like, well, they may not do the utopian parallel, but they'll probably do something very similar to it. Like they kind of imply that she came from somewhere else. That she was expelled from somewhere else. So it sounds like the original origin is in place with this. That's my guess. Could be wrong. Ed Boy in the Cut. By the way, did you read Ultimates too? Did you read that?
I did.
What'd you think?
I was surprised when it turned out to be America. Because for all intents and purposes, I totally thought that was going to be Captain Marvel.
Well, okay. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't think it was gonna be America, but the reason why I didn't think it was gonna be Carol's because they made it like they said she was dead. She blew up. Remember that. Okay. Yeah, she blew up. Okay. Okay. So they don't talk about it per se, not like in the strictest sense, but they show it to you. That like that they tried to reintroduce her powers and she blew up. Okay. So that's why I was kind of like, oh yeah, it's probably not her. I figured because when they showed the image where it was the two female characters like overshadowed, I was like, okay, one of them must be She-Hulk because they've already played their hand that she's gonna show up. But the She-Hulk we've seen looks more like the gray She-Hulk from after Civil War II.
Got you.
But I liked it that there's finally some fucking color on the team, but it just won. It's still a lot of white folks.
It's funny how you say fucking finally. Like it's been 20, 30 goddamn issues. This is number 2.
It's because
I started laughing when I saw finally in all caps. I said, this nigga act like this has been 2 years solid that the Ultimate's been around now.
That's what it feels. Well, you know why? It's because so many people have been talking about the Ultimates.
Yeah.
And the discourse has been going on for months, it feels like, but the book is still relatively new, but it's not new to me because of how long it's been going on. But yeah, I mean, if you've been staring at this for like 5, 6, 7, 8 months, yeah, you gonna get excited when you see some color. you see a dab of chocolate chip or chocolate ice cream or some caramel, some chocolate chip cookie go.
Get that off the screen. Get that off the screen. Get that off the screen.
Yeah, look. Y'all just been giving me that goddamn that Kroger brand vanilla.
Ugh, that shit is disgusting.
Like
That shit specifically is disgusting. Bro.
Like you went to Sam's Club and got the big ass tub. You ain't got the big ass tub of vanilla ice cream. You didn't get the little personal one. You go to Walgreens, you go and you pick up a little, or the CVS, you get the little pint. You ain't get the little pint. No, you got the big ass, like the bathtub full of of vanilla ice cream is what you got.
All right, before you get into this last question, since
Go
you
ahead.
said a pint, you just reminded me of something.
Oh, what's up?
Corner store up the street from me. Do you know that a pint of like vanilla or a pint of mint chocolate chip is $9? 10 with tax. A pint. That's just you. Just one person. That's singular. Okay. That's
So Ed Boy.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
No. First off, no. We not gonna gloss over that. We're not gonna gloss over that because first off, that.
Nigga, please.
No. No.
So Ed Boy in the cut.
Yeah. Anyway, Ed Boy, because I'm not sure if y'all have discussed this, but have you all seen the lineup for DC's Absolute Imprint? What do you think Al Ewing is writing? In my opinion, it has to be something cosmic. So I think it's either Green Lantern or New Gods. Okay, so I have not seen that, but I have heard people talking about it.
So
Yeah.
Trap God Thanos actually put it in the comics channel.
Oh,
Let me.
Here, I can pull it up.
I got you. Let's do this quick, fast.
Oh, do you think, King?
Boom. There you
Booyah.
go. Right
Okay.
there.
Bam. Okay. So, I'm gonna tell you right now, off rip, the names I'm looking at here. I'm gonna pull this up so y'all can see it too.
Shit, boy.
Here, let me zoom this out a little bit so we can kind of. There you go. Okay.
Mhm.
So we see. Okay. So the names I'm seeing right here. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. There's some good names on this list.
Oh, that's what I said. That's a cold list right there for writing and art, dog. That's a cold list right there.
So let's run it down for the people listening on Spotify. Jason Aaron, which by the way, first off, the fact that Jason Aaron is gonna be writing Ninja Turtles, he's already been writing for DC by this point.
Yes,
But
he
is going to be writing even more DC. Good God Almighty, what is he doing? But by the way, Southern Bastards. Anyway, Denise Camp. Denise Camp, who's currently we were literally talking about the Ultimates. We're literally just talking about that. We've also got who I had talked about. Denise Camp's Children of the Vault, which I thought was good until it ended. And the Bloodshot Unleashed, which Carter, did you read Bloodshot Unleashed? Have you read that one?
I did not.
It's very good. It's only 4 issues. Okay. It's only like 4 issues. It's really good though. Nick Dragata. Good Lord. Yeah. No. Y'all. I don't know if I'm familiar with Wes Craig, but I feel like I should be. That name rings a bell. So, but yeah, Al Ewing, yeah, he's writing Green Lantern. He's 100% writing Green Lantern. You can't convince me otherwise. Okay. Actually, if he was writing New Gods, I would believe it too. I would also say that if there was any other book I would imagine is maybe a Flash. I could see him writing a Flash. Jeff Lemire, good Lord. I'm not gonna lie, I don't mean to make fun of anyone's name, but Porn Sack is wild. That is a
nope. You can't make fun of shit as much as you be talking about fucking corn sweat. You better not make fun of this.
Yeah, no, I'm playing. But no, Rafa Sandoval, Scott Snyder, Kelly Thompson. Yeah, you just like all these. I mean, these are all good names. These are all good names here. The fact that
Rafa
first off,
Sandoval with his wild, crazy ass art. Even though I was not a fan of Mike Price or Lee Price's Venom, his look from Rafa Sandoval was fire. That look was cold.
Oh.
So,
he said Ed Boy says they're Scott Snyder and Nick Dragata are gonna be doing Batman.
That's cool.
Batman. So that I like that. Let's see.
That's everything from the Discord question.
Yeah, that's everything. Man, look at that. Look at God. Look at God.
Mhm.
Let's move on to our next thing. Actually, I already got all the questions pinned for and I also have our question from last week that we missed in the super chat category. That one was LP3 gave us 5, so just wanted you guys' opinion on the Acolyte. We actually got another question about the Acolyte as well. So I haven't caught it yet, but the hate train is pretty loud. Okay, so this actually coincides with the question from We the Other. So we're going to answer that. It's 2 birds, 1 stone.
Mm-hmm.
I have not watched the most recent episode of The Acolyte because that is a show I actually watch with my wife, and we have been watching everything else but our normal shows this week. We've actually been watching. Did I tell you I finally watched the Godzilla Kong? Was it Frozen Empire, whatever the fuck it was called?
That's Ghostbusters.
Or no, Frozen. What was it? The New Empire. There, I have watched the Frozen Empire Ghostbusters.
Made his own crossover real quick and watched it. Apparently, made his own
could you imagine a Godzilla fighting a ghost version of a kaiju? That'd be wild. Anyway,
I can't imagine a motherfucker so insane he made up his own crossover in his head and watched it. Apparently,
yeah. I'd watch it.
He said finally watched it, so it took him some years to put it all together.
Hey, look. I now want it. I now want it to be a thing. Now. It's gonna happen now. I have spoken it into existence. We are going, mark my words, in the next 10 years, you will see a Godzilla Ghostbusters crossover. You heard it here first. Anyway, no, I finally watched that. It was terrible. It was fun, but it was terrible. It was fun. Like when it was over, Cynthia looked at me. She said, "That was really fun." She's like, "It's a bad movie, but it's really fun." She was like, "It ain't good." She's like, "It's not good." She's like, "It's not a good movie." She said, "But it was a very fun movie," and that's how we felt about the new Godzilla Kong. Anyway,
yeah.
But yeah, what do I think of the Acolyte? Carter, have you watched any of the Acolyte? I think last time we talked about it, you said you hadn't.
Not one episode.
Okay.
But that's not because of this hate train.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not I'm not a Star anything fan like that. Wars, Trek. I'm not. I'm not.
I was about to say, I think the only thing, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the only thing I've ever talked to you that you've watched Star Trek wise, did you even watch The Mandalorian?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I knew there was one thing. I knew there was at least one thing Star Wars related I know you would watch.
Okay, here we go. You want to know Carter Star Wars anything? Let's take The Mandalorian out of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can tell me which Star Wars this was. Han Solo was in some kind of blizzard and he cut open a camel
Empire
with a
Strikes
lightsaber.
Back.
Okay.
That was the it was a tauntaun.
Okay. All of the Phantom Menace, Empire Strikes Back until it got to that point. Cause then my Uncle Rick, he knew how to record over like actual videotape VHSs.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to that point when Han Solo sliced open that camel, and then the Source Awards came on. Blame my uncle for recording over it.
Yeah.
That's my Star Wars. There you go.
Look, you were sitting here enjoying you some goddamn Star Wars, and your uncle was like, "You don't get nothing." He said, "You don't get shit." Oh, but yeah, okay, so yeah, okay, so real quick, I like the Acolyte. I get why people don't like it. And I will be very honest, part of it is because
it's woke.
But it's also not, that's not a bad thing. I think being woke is okay because sometimes being woke is just existing. That's it. A lot of people claim that it ruins the canon of Star Wars. I don't think it ruins the canon of anything. Once again, I've not watched the most recent episode, which I've also heard people really complaining about. But I don't care. In the words of
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care.
That's how I feel
Tell me
about
if
it.
this is correct. Tell me if this is correct. Because I saw
Yes.
one review that said that it makes it to where even the light side is kind of sketchy and
Yes.
kind of fucked. Now,
Yes.
when I heard that part, I kind of liked it because it reminded me of a video game. It reminded me of Assassin's Creed Rogue. How in all these other Assassin's Creed games, you've been going against the Templars, the assassins are the good guys, and then you get to Assassin's Creed Rogue
And
and
you're
you're
playing the
playing with the Templar and you kind of seeing that sometimes the assassins are kind of scummy. So I thought that was interesting when the
Yeah.
reviewer said that. But he fucking hates that show, but he said that fact. And I'm like, that's kind of interesting.
I like it though. I like that aspect of it because I mean, here's the thing. Just because you're the good guys doesn't mean that. And I use this analogy all the time. One of my favorite RPG books, Shadow of the Demon Lord, uses this example as to how you should make your heroes and villains more nuanced. The hero who saved the hero who saved the city or saved the town or the world or whatever from the evil dragon. Okay, yeah, everybody loves him.
Mm-hmm.
But his family doesn't because he goes home every day and he mercilessly beats his wife and belittles his children. That's nuance. I don't think that every hero should be squeaky clean, 100% all good. The villain of the story, okay, mass murdering psychopath who wants to enslave all of humanity and take over the entire world, is really nice to animals and does not like to see animals mistreated in any way. Sometimes, just because a person is just because a person is good doesn't mean that they're all good. The same way that you would look at, I think another good example. If you watch or read My Hero Academia, the character of Endeavor, he's a hero, but he's a terrible fucking father. Up to a point, he gets better eventually, but just because he's a hero doesn't mean that he's someone you should like. And I feel like the Jedi are no different. I mean, you think about the nature of who and what the Jedi are. They take children from their parents. They take children from their parents at very young ages and basically tell them they can no longer see their families again. That's kind of fucked up. And no one ever, and the thing is, this isn't like a new thing that they added. This is something that's been a part of Star Wars for a long time, even before the Acolyte. And somehow people act so surprised by it. Or that the Jedi might be on that Fox News bullshit. The thing is, just because you're the good guy doesn't mean that you're a nice person. Like, what was it? I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, and when I remember, and I actually had to distance my wife from this line of thinking because when she would play Dungeons and Dragons, whenever she played with someone who played a paladin, she thought, oh, they're always going to be a goody two shoes because she played with people who didn't know how to play a paladin. And I told her, I said, well, I play a paladin differently. Just because you're lawful good does not mean you're lawful nice. Just because you're once again, lawful good does not mean you're a nice person. And that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about the Acolyte. This is how I feel about the Acolyte. Just because the Jedi are lawful good does not mean they're lawful nice. And I think that the fact that the Acolyte is making you question both sides of the Force, the light and the dark, kind of similar to what Ahsoka was doing. Ahsoka did it too. Maybe not as cleverly, but I feel like it was doing it. I feel like when you make people question the heroes, question the villains, I feel like you're doing a good thing. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Yeah, I'm about to say, Elite X1 just said too, D&D has a lot of... Look, there's a reason why Oathbreaker Paladin is a thing. But even then, the way I would play, there's... I would always play like a lawful neutral Paladin. Because basically a lawful neutral Paladin, you know what that is, Carter? Judge Dredd.
Okay.
Matter of fact, the last time I played a Paladin in a campaign, that's basically my character. He was basically Judge Dredd. He did not take his helmet off. He walked around in that armor all the time, and he was not a nice person at all, and he believed in following everything to the letter of the fucking law. I was basically Carl Urban in this bitch. I would occasionally ease up, but otherwise, it was nope. This is God. Look. I know we're not supposed to like this guy anymore, but it was God's plan. That's basically what it was. Every day, God's plan. But anyway, moving along.
Yeah.
This is from CT Cook. Says, question, any chance the Red Hulk isn't Ross, who might be an interesting swerve? Bradley, Giancarlo, or someone else?
So
yeah.
one thing I can say is I looked at this shot in slow motion several times.
Mm-hmm.
The hair was still kind of Harrison
Ford.
Ford's hair. Yeah. So
I don't really want them to swerve. If they swerve, I'm not gonna lie, I probably won't like it. But that said, we've also got John Stewart. Any thoughts on the addition to the Lantern Corps? Oh yeah, I forgot. There, I think this was in the most recent Absolute Power tie-in. I was gonna talk about it at some point, but I just kind of forgot.
Yeah, the crying ass lantern. That's what I'm gonna call
The crying man. Ooh, not the crying man. Feel like we're watching Sliders again.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna need to see more.
If you all don't know what
Yeah.
we're talking about, there's a new sadness spectrum. So
Yes.
there's a
like
there's a
sorrow,
sadness.
I think is what. Yeah, it's like called sorrow or something.
Yeah. So because you got fear, rage, hope, greed, and stuff like that. So yeah, now we got the emo core, the
emo core, the simp core.
Okay.
Well, because if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Right now, Sinestro has the Red Lantern ring, which I think I saw in one of the. Yeah, exactly.
Crazy things have happened. Guy was leading the motherfuckers at one point.
Guy Gardner was leading them. It was Absolute Power Task Force 7 is the issue.
That's the one I had.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that came out this week. I was I was debating doing a video about it, but I wasn't 100% sure. I think that is, or wait. No, it was the Green Lantern issue that came out this week. That was the tie-in. That's the issue where all that occurs.
Gotcha.
But yeah, which as tie-ins go, not a bad one. Not a bad. But yeah, if you go to where is it? I'm actually here. It is right here. Bam, found it. There it is. Sorry, didn't mean to go to me. But that's Sinestro rocking the new rang, and then this was where we got the new the new spectrum of the lanterns, which I mean, to be fair, it makes sense. I mean, because how many other spectrums we had up to this point? So I mean, hell, we have love. Love is a spectrum. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to read that. I want to see what the gimmick is with the Marvin's Room lantern. I want to see what the gimmick is.
You ain't
Why
shit.
you giggling?
No, you said Marvin's Room. Look, wait. All I want to know is at some point John Stewart going to show up and have his wife and kids dancing in the video? That's what I want to know.
Oh, God. Next question. Jesus Christ.
Oh! Do you guys have recommendations for essential Sam Wilson stories?
I'll let you have it. Go ahead. You laughing. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say Toshi Onyenbuchi's Captain America Symbol of Truth. I think it's a very good read.
Okay.
It gets a little squirrely at the end because it's trying to line up with the Captain America Cold War stuff. So I will admit, I think it goes a little squirrely towards the end. Doesn't really stick the landing as good as I would have personally liked. But I like the book. I will also say, well, I know some people don't like the Nick Spencer Captain America as much. I dug it. I don't think it's perfect, but you know, I don't dislike it. or whatever.
I enjoyed it. It's just like I said on my Twitch stream. I just didn't. You could tell you could tell just the white. I want y'all to know I'm right there with y'all.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
That's
100%.
what I couldn't get jiggy with. Okay,
Yeah.
bro. And I didn't like the whole Secret Empire when he basically just made Sam Wilson Harriet Tubman.
Basically, yeah. That part I'll give you. The one they did, there was an arc they did. It was where they were doing it was like the Super Cop arc.
Yeah.
That's the one I liked. Because that's the one where and actually
the AmeriCops.
Yeah, the AmeriCops. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, the AmeriCops. I liked that arc, and honestly, I'm trying to remember. Okay, if you look for it, because it was collected in trade. It is the it's the Captain America. I think it's a Civil War II trade.
Yuck.
I think. Yeah, it's the Captain America. Yeah, yeah. So it's Captain America Sam Wilson Volume 3 Civil War II. Came out in 2016. So or somewhere in and about. That run here, I'll pull it up. I'll pull up I think I have a cover here. I'll pull it up so y'all can see it.
Mm-hmm.
This run right here, with Nick Spencer and Daniel Acuna, which I mean that's a that's it right there. But yeah, this is the this is the AmeriCops. But yeah, this is the AmeriCops issue or the run rather. It is also the run that heavily informed on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series, because it's also the one where U.S. agent shows up and is basically these right-wing nut jobs.
He's not my Captain America.
Right. Basically like, oh yeah, you ain't like basically the people were behind. I did a video about this one.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah,
yes, you did.
which I thought this was a good run. That was a great run. I highly advise.
But the hand was kind of heavy in the book. The hand was kind of heavy in that run. It was good, but the hand was heavy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, don't be shocked if somewhere in the middle of the book you feel like Nick Spencer jumped in front of the camera and was like,
Message.
So there you go. Let's see what else we got. Last question is why Marvel got to stop breaking up these black happy homes. I was really hoping to get Blue Marvel and Monica Rambeau wedding. More happily married black men and women in Marvel, please. Too much? No, I mean, okay, so when Monica Rambeau and Blue Marvel broke up, I wasn't happy about it personally, because it seemed like they worked. I will say, however, over the course of Eva Ewing's Photon, which she didn't really go too much into detail about why they broke up, but it was enough was said to basically be like, it had more to do with her than it had to do with him. Or rather, she was the one who broke up with him, not the other way around, is what I mean. Then by the time we get to the the resurrection of Magneto, and Storm kind of gives a little bit of inside baseball about maybe the why Monica broke up with Blue Marvel, because you're talking about Blue Marvel's personality.
Yeah.
I get it, because yes, when you really sit down and think about it, while I think they make a great couple, I don't think they make a perfect couple, but I think they make a great couple. And the more I sit down, if I dissect the personalities of those people, I kind of get why a Monica Rambeau, Blue Marvel marriage would not be in the cards. It doesn't mean I don't still want to see it.
Yeah.
But like, I can understand, because Monica's one of those people that, and Blue Marvel is not this. He is a person who is the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
And being the smartest guy in the room, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're the wisest man in the room. It's a similar problem that Reed Richards has. He's smart. He's not wise. Just because you're smart doesn't mean that you have the mental bandwidth to understand when you should probably keep that intelligence to yourself. And just based on some things that Storm has said, based on some things that Monica has said, I believe Blue Marvel talked his way out of some pussy, and that's just by my way of saying that. You take that. Take that. However, let me hit the button. Take that however you want to. He talked his way out of some ass. Let's just put it that way. But yes. I think all of us, I don't know. I don't want to speak for everybody. I know I've done it before, but like, I think at least all of us at some point or another probably have been in a situation where you were talking to someone. I'm not going to assume anyone's sexuality here. I'll just say a person that you're attracted to, and you were this close. You was within a nut hair of getting some cheeks, and you said something that fucked it up. You probably said a lot of shit that fucked it up, but there was one thing that was a bridge too far, and you talked your way out of some ass. So, God knows I've done it. I am man enough to sit up here and say I know for a fact I've probably done it at least 5 times in my life. I have literally, and I know this, and I know this because I have literally, at least one time, I know for a fact, the one time I know for a fact that it happened, because the woman told me.
That's fucked up. Can you take the one?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Jesus Christ. You keyed her car afterwards, right?
No, I did not. No, but when she told me what it was, I understood. And I will just say that this was in my early 20s. I was not the person then that I am today. I had a very different mindset than I do. And I'll even admit, if I were her, I would have said the same thing. So it is what it is. That said, let me double check myself. I want to make sure we're not forgetting anything. Hey, also, before I forget, we do actually have a super chat here. I'm gonna bring this up. We got one here from the Elite X1. Do I still have the here, let's see. Do we still have that? Yeah, we'll just put it up like this. It says, have you seen the variant covers for the various Energon Universe books? They got some cool artwork, especially that Cobra Commander #1 variant. Also, since the past Steam sale was shit, I got an off-radar indie gem I dropped in your DMs. Pound! Ooh, okay, here. I'm gonna have to check that out. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. I have to here. Let me go see what's going on. Let me see what's going on here. Ooh. Okay, yeah. I think Okay, bam. Okay, yeah. I'll be taking a look at this. Thank you, good sir. Yeah, we'll be taking a look at this. But yeah, I'll definitely say that man. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I feel like that's actually a good way to go out. I'm going back and looking just to make sure I haven't missed anything. I think we're good. We're good on everything here. Yeah. But yeah, all that said, man, I just want to say thank you all. Thank you all for the, we got Carter back. But yeah. Well, no, okay. So what's the best way to put this? When I was in my early 20s, I had some really fucked up opinions. I'll just put it like that. It was not like anything that I was into or anything. man, what's the best way to put this? I don't want to say it one way because it'll make you, it'll give the wrong impression. I'll just put it this way. Blerd Without Fear at age 21 or 22 could have easily been the type of person who wouldn't necessarily agree with everything Fresh and Fit would say, but I would probably agree with like a third or half of what they said. I'll leave it at that. Let's just say as I got older, I got some goddamn sense. And the person I am today looks at the person I was then. Yeah. Anyway. That's all I'll say about that. That said, yeah, Carter, do you have anything that you want to announce before we get out of here?
I might go live on Twitch again today with some more Dead Rising 3 shenanigans. That's a very big might. Because right after this, I'm going to comic shop. And it's actually funny that you brought up
Because
Jason
I know what you're going to get.
But it's actually funny you brought up Jason Aaron and that Southern Bastards because the same shop that Rodney Barnes was at, apparently Mark Waid was there too when I missed it. But Jason Aaron is going to be there later this month. So yeah, that is a question that will most certainly be asked. Yeah, he's going to be signing some of the Ninja Turtles stuff that he's about to do.
I was about to say, shit. If it's later this month, I think when does that first Turtles drop?
Oh no, but I know he's going to be there signing that, and it's going to be like variant covers for that shop, and he's actually going to be signing some CGC versions of it or whatever the fuck. So if you want me to
so
grab
it'll be the 24th. It'll be the 24th. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want me to grab you one, just give me a shot.
Yeah.
Not y'all. I'm not. I don't want to know where you motherfuckers live. Fuck y'all. I'm talking about Ernie.
You're talking about me. Yeah, no. I'll definitely be wanting one of those.
Okay.
And be like, hey, when that Southern Bastards. Just, I mean, I know you're busy with the Turtles, but. Just saying. That said, I don't have anything. Well, I do have. Keep it locked as always. We're getting very close to that fabled 100K. So make sure that please, if and at all possible, if you are a person who watches these streams and you have never been subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend doing so. You'll get more content just like this. I will also say, if you're in the Discord, which by the way, link in the description, if you are, if you're interested, I will be, man, I don't want to say definitively, but we're going to try to this weekend, possibly tomorrow. I will do a live stream or do a watch party rather. For Highlander, The Search for Vengeance. There's also a bunch of other things that I've recently acquired that I will probably be watching in the Discord going forward. Here and there, I'll probably just do a little, hey, I'm going to be in the thing, doing the thing. I'll be honest, I'm not going to be talking. It's just going to be me playing the thing. I'll probably talk like in the text chat, but like I'm not going to be like, you know, yeah, because I will very likely be working while I'm doing it. It'll be one of those deals. But that said, yeah, I don't have anything else. Ooh, wait, what is this? Or is this old? Okay, yep, this is old. Yep, that's old. Okay, never mind. So I had a notification on my channel about a blocked video. I was like, the fuck I do. But yeah, that's all. And yeah, I think, you know what? I guess let's okay, and I want y'all to tell me this. And let me know if this is something you think you'd be interested in. So I wanted to do more videos covering comics that I don't normally talk about, not just the X-Men stuff, but just, you know, maybe you get into some Marvel, some other stuff at Marvel and DC, but also stuff at other imprints. If you think you would be interested Because I did put out a couple of shorts last week, and y'all seem to like those. I don't know if it was a fluke, but I put out one for Thundercats Chitara number 1, Space Ghost number 3, and they seem to have been responded to rather favorably. So I don't know if that's something y'all would like, but if I did like shorter, like little, like if I saved my YouTube shorts for like, comics that, I could just talk about just boom, just like that. There's, because sometimes I don't feel like doing a video for a comic where I don't feel like there's really anything to talk about other than, oh, hey, I like this thing. Okay. All right. Bye. I feel like maybe shorts might be a good place for that. I did, like I said, they did one for Space Ghost number 3, Thundercats Chitara number 1. I actually have a couple for some books that came out this week, and I was thinking, like, I don't know if y'all would like that more. I mean, and I want to make it clear, I'm still going to do, like, the X-Men videos and stuff. I'm not going to, like, not do those. But just, I'm curious to know what y'all might think. Let's see here. Here. Actually, I want to highlight this because this is actually pretty cool. That's not what I'm trying to do. Get that out of here. So I know this is late. My apologies. Thank you, Ernie, for the interview that you did not too long ago, which put me on game to the Gotcha Man comic that's out. Okay, so that's also a funny thing. You mentioned that. I have a couple of ones in the can right now that I'm going to release. One for Gotcha Man Galactor number 1 and one for Gotcha Man number 1. Because I was like, oh, I like these books, but I don't want to dedicate a whole video to them because it's not really a whole lot to say. I mean, the books are good. That's all I really say. But I'm glad that you liked it because I want to do more stuff like that. I want to talk about these books because I'm tired of people, not knowing about these things, and I want y'all to know about them. I don't want it to be some a secret. Like, ooh, only me and Carter get to know about these books. I don't want to be one of those situations. Oh, let's see here. I don't really have anything else. That's it. There's nothing else. That said, I love you all 3,000. I hope I see you guys, next week. Once again, Nerds of Culture every Thursday, Blerd Cave every Saturday, and of course, new videos throughout the week. And keep it locked here, man. And I hope you all have a good, happy, safe, healthy, wonderful rest of the weekend. And for Carter Presents, I'm the Blerd Without Fear. And you know what? Instead of telling someone to go to hell this week, I actually want to say something nice for a change.
I don't. All you people that are calling me C-Train, you can go to hell.